What's going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Sunday when I'm hanging out with Jayne Theory. Hi, Jayne. How are you?
Hello. Hey, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's awesome to hang out with you again. We didn't really hang out last
Yay.
week, but um,
Absolutely.
it's always a good time when we're chilling and breaking shows down.
Yep.
And this one was a good one. I was peer pressured into watching this show. As you know, Jayne, I don't get into shows that don't have endings. But apparently, this one has an ending in the comics. So
It does.
hopefully, we'll get an ending in the TV show. And if we don't, I have an ending to go read. So that's fine. I'm okay
Right.
with that. I'm
Right.
totally fine with that. Jayne, do you want to tell everyone where they can find you before we get started?
Yeah, you can find me here on YouTube. I post movie and television reviews and some pop culture commentary. You can also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Jane Theory.
Awesome. I do have your Twitter in the description as well as your YouTube channel. So everyone, please
Yay.
go and subscribe to Jayne. I don't have your Instagram and the other stuff that you just
Yeah,
listed, but
it's
you
the
can just
Jane
look her up
Theory.
as Jayne Theory. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. So there you go. And since you didn't say it, I'm also going to play this clip. Before you introduce yourself,
Uh-huh.
say your line.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to do it.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my goodness. Well, we got a couple people in the chat. We got Marco Polo who says, Happy Mother's Day to all the moms and you, Nina, if you are one. I'm not. I'm a cat mom, which is
Yep.
not the same thing.
It
But,
is.
well, I didn't birth it. So I'm.
That's your baby. It's
It is my
fine.
baby. I love her to death. And my mom even said to me, like, Happy Cat Mom Day,
Mhm.
which was really nice because, she's a mom. So she understands.
Mhm.
But I appreciate that, Marco. Jayne, how about you? Are you a mom?
No, I'm not. I lost my puppy earlier this year,
Oh,
so
that's
yeah,
so sad.
it's
Oh
so
my
sad.
gosh. Oh, he's in doggy heaven now.
Yep.
But yeah, that's yeah. But Mother's Day is awesome, and I hope everyone in the chat, you called your moms, said hello, wished her well, and all that good stuff. So that's good. We got the grifter in here saying, "Hey Nina, incoming chat. Just done with episode 8. I'm just starting Jupiter's Legacy. I haven't started that yet.
I have. It's actually it started out slow for me. I was gonna drop it. I don't give it too many. I don't give it too many episodes,
Ooh,
but it picked up, and I'm enjoying it. I'm curious now where it's going.
I got turned off a little bit because I heard Gary talk about it, and I was like,
Mhm.
And what he said on Friday Night Tights was that it was basically like Invincible, except it was like nihilistic and not as good. So I was
It
like,
is
well,
nihilistic. It is nihilistic. It does sort of not even sort of it outright tells you that the world is horrible, that people are inherently evil. Like it
oh
does
no.
it's a very dark, but I mean that's what these things all have in common is that they are a much harsher, darker take on
Hmm.
the hopeful, inspirational hero genre.
Hmm.
So if you can't really handle that or it's not, what you need in your life right now,
Hmm.
then
Yep.
don't watch it.
Yeah,
But
that's where I'm at. I'm like, I need like happy
yeah,
things. And I mean, not that this was very happy either, but it was, it wasn't as like, I don't know, it wasn't as nihilistic. So I don't know if I'm down with Jupiter's Legacy just yet,
yeah,
but I don't know, maybe in a bit. Maybe in a bit.
I I'm getting into it. It's a good, it's well written. I'll give you that. You may not like the subject matter,
Hmm.
but the way the story's being told so far is really good.
Well, let me know what you think of it when
Hmm.
you finish the season. And I think that's on Netflix, right?
It is.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. Amazon's doing good things though. Invincible was very entertaining. I was in. Like I watched the first episode and I was like, yeah, okay, we're good. Yep.
Yes. I
Yep.
mean, from episode 1, I was sold. Amazon's doing great. Hey, Demajay.
Hey.
Amazon's doing amazing with their selection.
Mhm. Mhm. They got some good stuff going on. Okay, so we're gonna be doing like the whole season
Mhm.
because it's there's not that many episodes, and we're gonna just kind of briefly go over what like the key points of what we liked and what we didn't like about the season, and talk about our perspective, our point of view, what we're excited about, what we're not excited about, things like that.
Mm.
Demaj and I don't know if you're doing your show later, but if you want a link, just let me know and I can send you one. Because Demaj and I is actually one of the people who convinced me to watch the show because I was like, I
Oh.
don't know if I want to watch this at all. But Demaj and I and Fatal J were very aggressive in their peer pressure. So I was like, okay, like, geez, I'll watch
They
it.
should be here then.
Yeah, so I feel like Demaj and I should be here, but I know that he has a show on Sundays. So, but if you want a link, just let me know. Mongo's Big Things is here. Hey,
Hey.
what's going on,
Hello.
man? Good to see you. Everybody, Keith J's here, Darren, all of you guys, good to
Hey
see you.
peeps.
So everybody just smash the like, share the stream, all that good stuff. Hopefully, I sent a link out to a couple of other people. They might join us, but we'll find out. We'll find
We'll
out.
see.
Let's see here. Okay. Let me pull up the first episode so that we can start kind of breaking it
Mega Max had excellent voice cast and superb performances. I agree. The
down. 100.
casting was fantastic.
So good. So good. I mean, especially the dad, Omni-Man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Oh my god. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Perfect.
like this show, I mean, we're just kind of talking about it backstage, but like what we both enjoyed from it, especially like what we enjoyed the most is how realistic it was to what superheroes would be like right now, like
Yeah.
if there was actual superheroes. That Jayne mentioned The Boys. I haven't watched The Boys yet, so I know that that's kind of like the real life, like the live
Yeah.
action kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I really like this in that sense that it was like, yeah, this is what real superheroes would be like. People would die. Like, there would be a lot of blood.
A lot of blood in the
Yeah.
streets. It would be absolutely horrifying.
It would be terrible. Uh I was expecting like a lot more blood, like when I was watching, like, for example, like Man of Steel,
Yeah.
when they were like basically destroying the entire city. I'm like, how come there's no blood around? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what's
Like,
going
where are the
on.
bodies falling?
Where are
Like,
the
you
bodies?
see
Yeah,
the
like,
buildings falling, but you don't see the bodies hitting the
no, you
street.
don't. Oh my God, like that one scene where he's like holding on to the
Oh,
girl.
the
Oh my
arm.
God. That was crazy, man. Where did I save this? God,
And
one
it's like,
second.
that's the world as it would be
Mm,
if all this stuff was real.
100%. And the other scene, which I'm bringing up right now as we speak, is when like in episode 1 where they're kind of introducing the heroes, and then the
Mhm.
flash guy, like the fast guy's like saving the 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 civilians, and then
Yeah.
they all start throwing up, and I was like, that is totally what would happen. Like, that would happen to me. Even this scene, it was like, what the hell? Like just mom walks into the bathroom while he's like on the can, and it's like, I mean, that would kind of happen in real life. Like, I mean, there's some moms that are like no boundaries.
Right. She was really funny as a character too.
I really liked her. I didn't think I was gonna like her at first, and then I saw that I started getting into her way more and more as like the series was going on. Mega Max says Invincible got renewed for season 2 and 3. Yeah, I saw
It did.
that. So that's exciting. That's exciting. Um, but before the show even started, though, I was freaking out because I was like, is it gonna have an ending? And then I looked up and I noticed that the comic book has ended. So I'm just happy that either way, whether the TV show ends or not, I'll have
Yeah.
an ending. So I'm fine. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I won't have to kill Demogeny. But yeah, let me just try and find the other scene. So the characters were all very cool.
I did like too the dynamic, like with the family too.
Mhm.
That was something that you don't see as much these days. Um,
No.
it's and by the way, there will be spoilers.
Yes, there's
There will
going.
be
We're
spoilers.
talking the whole season, guys. So there's going to be spoilers in this for sure.
So, twist aside, I really loved that they showed a traditional nuclear family
Mm-hmm.
and that they
Mm-hmm.
were normal in terms of the relationship between the parents and um, when they had their conversations with him about life and things like that, responsibility and growth. I love that.
Me too. Me too. I really like that too. It was really nicely done. I actually in the first episode, I was almost like kind of thinking that the story was going to be like totally different. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
not going to get powers or like because the way they had set it up was like his powers were coming in too late or
Right.
like I thought they were going to do something with that, and then
Mm-hmm.
and then it totally went a different way. But at first, I was thinking like, is he not going to get powers? Like, what's the story here?
But I think it does help lay the foundation for why he's so ultimately divergent from his father in his perspective.
Mhm.
If he had gotten his powers when he was younger, he may have been more easily to manipulate.
Yes, much more easily manipulatable
Yeah,
because he's young, right? And
right.
yeah,
So that
this scene was
delay
cool.
definitely helped the story too. That was really well done.
When he finally flew, like in this scene, I was like, oh, okay, he's gonna have his powers. But then I thought it was really funny when he saw the plane, and then I was like, oh my god, is he gonna die? And then like just everything in it, like, oh, he just starts floating, and then he goes into space, and
You
he
didn't know
can't
how to
handle it
stop.
anymore. He doesn't know how to stop, and then he falls. It's like, what is happening right now? Like, it's just so much. Um,
But again, like, a person wouldn't know. Like, if you wake up with powers, you're not going to know how to use them. You're
right.
probably going to try to or almost kill yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's just it was all very well done in that sense. Like
That
I
was
was like
hilarious.
I was like, this is exactly what I would act like. Like I would be like, oh my God, I have power. Like, I can fly. I'm going in space. And then I would
Everyone's
realize
gonna fly.
I can't breathe. And then I would forget how to fly. And then I'd be falling. And I'd be like, remember how to fly.
Oh
Oh.
god.
When he woke up in this scene too, that was the other thing I thought. Like I was like, did he dream that? Like maybe he didn't fly. Like maybe he thought about jumping off the roof and then, and then didn't do it actually. But then I don't know. But then no, but then he did. He had actually gone and flew and
Yeah.
had a crazy night. Uh, and then
And
his
his
dad
dad's
was
like,
like,
"Come on, let's
yeah,
just go."
let's go fly. And starts training him. His dad, I didn't really see that coming, man. At the beginning, I was like, what?
I know.
Um, his dad seemed really nice. They really designed him that way. Like, look at this really kind, loving father.
Right.
Like, they really kind of went at it thick, right? Like, you almost like now that you know.
Yeah.
It's almost like, oh, dude, they totally were kind of spelling out that this guy's gonna go freaking nuts. Because nobody's that nice,
He was a
right?
great dad, a great husband. He
Oh
was a
yeah,
hero though, that was
yeah,
his thing, that was his cover.
yeah, exactly. That was his cover all along. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that still. Maybe as I talk to you, I'll be able to deal with it. What did you think about this scene? How he was like standing up for the girl and then oh my god, his first costume. I forgot
I
about
know,
this.
that was so funny. Oh god.
I love that actually because it's kind of like it's kind of like Spider-Man. Remember when Spider-Man
Mhm.
like got his first costume and it's like
Yeah.
it's like like some wrestling costume and looks like shit. Um it just looked like absolute ass. And then he stops this guy, which we get to know later. That was cool.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about this guy. Like
Well, there's so much happening in every episode.
Yeah, I totally forgot about him until like later on when he gets his own episode.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, that's the guy from the first episode. Like, there's just so much stuff going on that.
I like to, and this sort of parallels I think it may have been the very opening scene where we see the security guards talking about the super powered people being
Mhm.
involved with what they do. It was interesting because you never really think about that. Like in the world where you have these super powered people, you still have like regular police
Mhm.
and security guards who
Yep.
some of them are working with, some are working against. And it's
Mhm.
like if you're in that position, how do you do your job? Like it's just
Yeah, and they talked about that like at the beginning, right? With this whole scene that was set up, like with, and he tells this like grandeur story, and I'm like, where is this going? Like, is this guy a main character? And I was like totally listening to a story, and it had nothing to do with anything. Like, I was just
no.
like,
It was
which was
just
really funny though, because in the next episode, like at the beginning, you start with him and
mhm.
his son that he was talking. And I was like, that's nicely done. Like,
It
that
was
was great.
it was
I
so
did think
funny.
he was gonna die though. I was like, this guy's totally gonna die.
Oh.
Oh, that was funny. So then we meet this dude who we come to meet
Mhm.
again later on. Another good black character, actually. It was
Yeah.
awesome. It was awesome. So there we go. Then, oh, and then he goes to get his suit.
Yeah. I like
Um,
this.
I like this. I like that this dude was like, designing the suit, and you get to see all that, like how he gets his suit and everything
Mhm.
like that. And I like how he was like, I'm not really feeling like the flashy yellow and orange or red or whatever, but I like the glasses. So
And
he
I
kind
like
of makes.
the description for how his final suit would look too. How the guy was describing to him about coming up with the name and
Oh
his
yeah,
personality and all of that.
yeah. Like you need to figure out what you are. Like
Right.
who are you, and I'll help you figure out your suit. And
Absolutely.
that's how he figured out his name, because we didn't know what he was going to be called at first.
Hmm.
And then of course there's another really nice conversation with his mom, because his mom's a regular person, right?
Yeah.
So she has all these kind of like very human, right? Like it makes
Hmm.
you, it gets you even more involved in his relationship with his parents and everything, which I thought was really cool. Like you said, the nuclear family, and showing us like how much the mom has to like has a role to play in his
Right.
life, which was really cool.
And her perspective too, just being, I mean, can you like I was, I guess, related too much to real life, but I'm like, can you imagine that too?
Hmm.
Your kid now is superhuman. You
It's
can't
like,
really relate to him anymore.
yeah, but I mean, the dad was kind of bummed out almost. It was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Because, like, you would think, knowing what we know now, that he would have
Hmm.
been happy, but he
Well,
wasn't.
I think he was kind of hoping he wouldn't come into his powers after a while
He was
because
kind of hoping, like, yeah, like that, but at the same time, was he hoping like that because he didn't care and he just wanted to kill him anyway? Like, that would be weird.
I think, like we were saying earlier, the older he gets, the less control he has over him,
Uh-huh.
and he becomes less and less an ally and more an enemy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Which is really sad.
Hmm.
Um,
I like that scene though.
I like that
Okay.
scene too. This scene I actually didn't understand quite all that much, because, well, I mean, I don't understand how he would throw the baseball and then it
Mhm.
would go around and then would come back. I was like, how the fuck does the physics work in this place?
Around the planet, I guess.
Oh, he threw it around the planet? Like,
Yeah.
oh, it was like the gravitational pull. Oh, I get it. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was like, what? Like, how the fuck?
Just a display of just how powerful he is.
Ah, that makes sense. So yeah, he becomes invincible because he realizes he's basically invincible. So he's
Hmm.
like, I'm invincible, and then he gets his costume, which is a nice costume.
Yeah, it's
It's very
unique.
basic, very colorful. I like it. I like it. I hope they change like I hope they change it a little bit as time goes on because he needs better glasses. Like, what is that? He looks like a bug. Like, I thought he's like Bug Boy.
I
He's
think
like,
that may be intentional.
oh, you think so?
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe because of wind, he has to fly or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, because he said it keeps the wind out of my eyes. Who was your favorite character?
Oh, that's a tough one. Who's my favorite? Probably. Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I have to think about it some more. I hadn't thought about that.
My favorite is Adam Eve. I like her.
I was gonna say that, but I don't know. I'm undecided.
She's just so pretty and she's cute and she has red hair. And I feel like
But she's also stupid. Like she's still with that guy.
she's not with him anymore.
Yeah, but she was with him like for the longest.
That's true. And he was like, he was cheating on her
He was
with
a
the
complete
duplicate.
jerk.
Yeah, he looks like the tick. He does.
He does.
That's who he reminds me of. He looks like the tick. That's exactly who he looks like. Yeah. Almost a riff of old TV shows. The Greatest American Hero. That's a good show.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's really old school. It's like from the 80s. But it's good. You'd like it. I'm sure
I'll
you'd
go
like
check it out.
So there's this dude. I really liked him. I liked all these heroes. I was really sad what happened to them. I was like, oh no. So then they all get the call.
Yeah.
This scene was fucked up. They go.
Oh yeah, that was brutal.
That was fucked up.
Oh, that was brutal.
I'm just gonna leave it on this because the rest of it was fucked up. So yeah, let's talk this insane scene. What did you think like the first time you saw it?
I was a little shocked because I didn't see it coming and I wasn't sure what was happening at first. I think I kind of had the same idea characters themselves had, that he was being mind controlled or something.
That's what I thought too. I was like, what's going on with him?
It was in that moment I was like, this is not gonna be your typical superhero animation.
No. I mean, I kind of accepted, like, I expected that something fucked up was gonna happen. I was like, this is the final like 5 minutes of this show. I was actually one of the reasons I knew it was gonna be really fucked up was because Fatal J kind of spoiled it. And he was like, but he didn't say what was gonna happen, but he said, man, that final scene, it was really fucked up. So I was like, okay, something really fucked up is gonna happen. Like, I know that this scene is gonna be kind of mind-blowing, right? But I didn't expect it to be him killing everybody. I just thought that it was gonna be like, I don't know. I don't know what I expected, but I knew something fucked up was gonna happen. So it wasn't as like, you know, because I was prepared for fucked upness.
Yeah.
I wasn't as like, oh my God.
I wasn't. It was jarring. And what I've heard is that this happened much faster in the show than in the comic. So it may have like in fact been way too quick that they revealed this. But yeah, that was crazy.
I'm curious if anyone in the chat has read the comic books, because Jayne and I haven't. And I know that in this show, apparently this covers between issue like basically 1 to 13 is the first season, and I think it's like 147 issues of the comic, or 100 and something. I forget the exact number. But that means there's gonna be a lot of content.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious if anyone in the chat has read it. Please let us know and let us know what you think.
I definitely plan to read it though, because this is a good show.
Yeah, this is a good show, and I might have to read it. I don't really want to read it though, because I like when shows are good. So I want to be surprised, and I don't want to know all the different nuances.
But
So
you
like,
can like I don't know. I get for me it's sort of like with Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead, seeing it, having read it first and then seeing it on screen
mhm.
made it that much more exciting. When it's well done, seeing it brought to screen is actually a fun, exciting experience.
Ah, see, I like it. It's weird because I feel what you're saying, but at the same time, because of what happened with me with Game of Thrones, I
Oh
hate
yeah,
it. I almost wish I hadn't read the books, so I would be like, oh, why did they change that? Like why'd
yeah,
they do this? Why'd they do that? That's why I've never really read Harry Potter because
yeah,
I love the movies so much that I'm like, I don't know if I want to read the books and then be like, oh, I fucking hate the movies now.
yeah.
So a lot of people haven't read it, but Grumpy Old Ninja says that the comic was pretty solid. How do you like the first season adaptation so far compared to the comic book? Um, So yeah, I really like this lady. I like lady superheroes. So I was really
Mhm.
hoping that she'd survive, especially in that last scene when they're deciding who's gonna die, like him or them. And
Yeah.
the immortal guy was like, "I choose us," and I was like, "Oh, okay, they're gonna kill us, kill his ass." Right in this scene, and then
Mhm.
they didn't. That was sad. I was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
they're so dead."
And he was like, "Why?"
That was crazy, man. I can't
That
believe he
was so
killed all his
sad.
friends.
That was so sad.
It was crazy. He killed all of them. I was like, what the fuck?
In the most brutal way possible.
Yeah, totally. Hey, computer company through Vancouver. I didn't notice that.
I also like the costumes in this show.
The costumes are great. Um okay, so we'll go into the next episode here.
Okay.
So yeah, any other thoughts about episode 1?
Um, no, I would just say I guess they had to do it that way, but I do think that reveal was a little sudden. um,
I think it was supposed to be that way though.
it was. I mean, it worked. It's just I kind of wonder what it would be like if they waited until season. I'm not season, but maybe episode 2 or 3.
Mm.
Give us a little something.
Give us a little bit more time to get involved with
Yeah.
the dad's character and have more empathy for the group, right?
Mhm.
I mean, I kind of get what you're saying, and I kind of agree with you because it was so sudden. I was like, I didn't know what to feel. I was like, I kind of feel bad for the group that died, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I could have felt more if I knew them more,
Right.
like you
And the
know.
only thing that made me it was jarring to watch, but it didn't really become emotional
Hmm.
until that very last scene and the guy was like, "Why are you doing this?" That it was
Yeah.
then that you could see that there was a relationship there that he was destroying.
Hmm.
Um, and that's, but maybe if we'd seen more of it, it would have been more impactful.
Yeah. Eclay says, I love the characters are just straight up dime store ripoffs of DC and Marvel heroes.
They
It's
are.
true.
They are.
Like the Flash and that Bat guy. He was like,
Yeah.
what was he called?
Batman. I forget his name
It's
in the
called
show.
Nightwing or something like
Nightwing, something like
that.
that.
And he's like, yeah, Nightwing has these wings. It looks like
Well, I
exactly
think
like Batman.
I think what it is, it's in a way it's a ripoff, but it's intentional. Like it's a parody of sorts,
Mm-hmm.
but also it's a take on what these people would actually be like instead
Mm-hmm.
of the sort of fantasy version that we get on screen. This is this is the reality of it.
Yep. Grumpy Old Ninja says they stuck to the books pretty closely, but Amber was, how do I say this, adjusted to modern sensibilities. That could have been done better, much better.
Yeah.
And that's something we're going to talk about that right now because we were kind of talking about that behind the
Mhm.
scenes. Eclay says war woman. Yeah, Wonder Woman, which was like War Woman.
Yeah.
And they all knew how to fly except for like the Flash dude that was fast. I was like, what? This makes no sense. Did the fish one, was the fish one flying too? I don't remember.
I can't remember, but that was a funny Aquaman take. Oh my
Yeah, yeah.
god.
Oh my god, he was like Aquaman, but he was like the fish. Oh my god, I
That
didn't
was
clue in
hilarious.
until right now. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Hey
That
Tim,
was
good to
insane.
see you. So this was the scene with the boy and the dad, the way he was talking about him from like the episode one, and I loved how they connected it.
Mhm.
Um, this was hilarious, and they're like there, and then they're kind of like, seeing the devastation, and his arm is all fucked up from the last. I was like, this is all so real. Like, I love that they had this continuity. And then they get all messed up again, and then they have this like emotional moment where they're like, I love you, Dad. It was just so good. There they are. Oh my god, this scene.
Oh god.
They're all very
Oh,
dead. They're all very, very dead. The violence in this show was next level. I was
it
like,
was
what is happening right now?
oh, if you don't like violence, don't watch it.
Yeah, do not watch the
It
show. Oh my god, if you're queasy. Dude, I was like, the last episode in the train scene,
Mhm.
I literally had to shut my eyes because I was like, I can't watch this. Like, this is
Yeah.
just too much. Like, it was just a little bit much. Like, it wasn't even like the first scene where he like, explodes the guy's
Right.
head, like he crushes the guy's
Yeah.
head. It's intense. But that other scene with the train
Yeah.
was just like another level. Oh my god, Tim, leave. We are spoiling everything. We are talking the entire season. You need to watch the show. Come back later. I love you, man, but I don't want to spoil this. The show is really good.
It is so
Unless you've read
good.
the comics, and then you're good to stay.
But yeah, that scene was harsh.
I was like, dude, like I literally had to shut my. It was a little bit much because, like, I get it for like a second, right? Like you're like, okay,
Yeah, but it kept going.
it kept going, and I was like, dude, I get the point.
It's almost like they said to themselves, "Have we gone too far? We have, but let's just keep going.
Let's go a little bit more.
A little bit more."
Grumpy old ninja says she just wasn't that in the comic, third wave feminist or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what I basically said about her. Let me try and find a picture of her. Oh my god, what a scene. Let me try and find a picture of her because we're going to be talking about her soon. She was in this episode. Where is she? There she is. So here's the thing. I really liked her character. I actually didn't know that because I hadn't read the comics. I didn't know that she was race swapped. I didn't know anything about her. I just knew her as this character, and I really liked her character from the beginning. I was like, oh, she's cool. Like I like how they've got this really cool, funky black girl. I like the voice actress. Her voice actually kind of reminded me of you. So I was like, I don't know why I had this picture of Jayne theory in my head every time she was like on the screen. I was like, oh my god, it's like Jayne in like the show.
I just didn't like her personality though.
Yeah, but then she kept getting bitchier and bitchier, and I was like, what is wrong with this girl?
Yeah, they started off nice, kind of.
Yeah,
But then it just the attitude and I don't know.
just everything about her just kept getting worse and worse, and I was like, what is happening to this girl? Like her character just keeps plummeting and not becoming like likable. And there was just like some things that, and then I found out, for example, that you know, they had race swapped her, and then she was
Mhm.
a white blonde girl in the show. And I had no problems with the race swap. The only thing I had a problem with was how bitchy they made the character. And I was like, here's another example of a great black character that they made because the race really didn't have anything to do with anything. but they could have had a great black character, but then they turned her into a total bitch. So it's like, why would you do this?
It's consistent with every time. Almost every single time they do a race swap, especially to black, they will somehow figure out a way to make it a worse character. It's intentional at this point.
I know,
it's the only thing I can conclude.
That's the only thing that I can conclude too, because it's almost every time, and it doesn't have to be like that. Like, you can take the comic book character that you created, race swap her, but keep the characteristics. You don't have to. You don't have to turn her into a bitch. Like, you don't have to turn her into something different. Like, she can have because apparently people really, really liked the Amber in the comics. So they were like, what's wrong with the Amber in the show? She just doesn't match. And that's why it's just
rude and annoying. Like, it's like, why would you do this?
Exactly. Why do they do this to black women? It's really freaking annoying.
It's stupid.
I can't stand it.
I can't not do it.
There was
I didn't like her hair either, honestly. They could have kept the hair normal. I don't know what this style is.
I know. I didn't really get the hairstyle either. I was like, why does she look like a starfish? I don't know why. She's got like this weird starfish hair. I was like, I don't understand what's going on with the hair.
What is going on?
Is this one of those cases where the person who was drawing the character should have been black?
Yeah. This is why people talk, like, we make jokes about like who should write or draw characters, but sometimes it's just like, if you can't do black hair, just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Just get somebody else. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go back up. Let's backtrack here. So
I don't know why his mom had bags under her eyes. Like, what was that about? She's not that old.
They were trying to say she's older. I think that's what they were trying to say, which I didn't like either. I was like, why did they make her like all
Asians old? Don't age like that.
Yeah, and like, why did they make her all old and tired looking? Like, she just looked tired and old all the time. And then when they like showed her as a younger mom, like she didn't have it anymore. And I was like, this is ageist. Like, they're saying like she's fucking ugly because she's like older now.
She was like a teenage son. How old could she be?
I don't know. She looked like she was in like her 40s. And I take offense to this because I'm gonna get there in a few years, and I don't think I'm gonna have bags under my eyes. So
you're not gonna look like nobody. To me, she looked even older than that. She looked like she was like in her 50s or 60s.
That's what I'm saying. They made her look like a 60-year-old woman, and it's like, dude, no, she's like in her 40s. Like, why are you making her so old looking? I'm so happy that you said that because I thought the same thing. I was like, why is she so old? Like, especially compared to the dad, because the dad looks so young. But like, I mean, you get it because the dad is like Omni-Man. So you're like, okay, well, the dad's like a superhero, so he's gonna look way nicer and way younger. But like, how old is the mom? Because it's like she looks like she's in her 60s, and the kid's like, what? He's like 18. Like, he's still in high school, so he's like, is he even a senior? Like, how old is he in this show?
Senior, because they visit a college, so he must be a senior.
Oh yeah, so he's like a senior. So he's like 18, 19. And she's like, 60? Like, dude, I didn't get it. I was like, why is she she's under a lot of stress. Give her a break.
But would she be? I mean, her husband is literally invincible and is all powerful.
Yeah, like, I don't know how much stress she had. She didn't seem like she was that stressed.
She's the least stressed person on the planet.
I actually thought it was really funny because she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna call him up." Like, when she was trying to like search for his costume, she's like, "I'm gonna call him up and tell him to go pick me up a bottle of wine from like fucking Italy and like, stop by in China and pick me up like something else for dinner or whatever, like wherever it was. I don't remember where it was, but that was so funny to me because if it was a regular thing and like this like it had nothing to do with her thinking like her husband like killed a bunch of people. Dudes flying around the freaking planet picking up like wines for you and like different. You're not gonna get those bags under your eyes if your husband's fucking doing that kind of shit for you. Okay,
your food is fresh produce straight from whatever country it's originally from.
Yeah, totally. Oh my god. Clobbering Times. Hey, what's going on, ladies? Great to see you reviewing Invincible. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun show. Figured why not? Why not?
Yeah, so this is just it's just ridiculous.
It was just weird. It was just a weird choice of drawing for her to be like so old looking. And she had an old looking haircut too. Like or not haircut, but like the
Hairstyle.
bun, like the hairstyle.
Yeah.
Cause she was like when she was at the beginning, right? Like she would like let her hair down and she
Mhm.
looked good. Even though she's like just woken up, she's still really fucking tired looking, like makes no sense. But she's like, oh, where's my husband? And she goes in front of the mirror and then she has this like strict bun hairstyle. I was like, dude, like,
Why?
why is she so strict looking? She just
There's
looks
no
so,
way. There's no way.
I don't know, it's just weird. I didn't like that either. I was like, what?
If my husband were a superhero, I would be hot like 24/7.
Exactly. Thank you, Jayne. That's what I would be like too. And I would get him to like fly me everywhere. I'd be like, can you just drop me
Yeah.
off?
Let's go to Amalfi.
I really like the Cecil character.
Oh my god, he was funny.
I
Weird, but funny.
Yeah, I didn't think that I was gonna like him at all. Like at first when I met him, I was like, oh, this guy's into like some shady ass shit. It's the government that
Oh yeah.
they probably did the shit that, mind controlled him to do whatever it was he's doing. And it turned out that the dude was actually pretty legit the entire time.
Well, I wonder if he has his own motives, but he's weird.
I wonder if we're gonna find out how he got those scars on his face.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I think there's a story there. Hey Zakra, good to see you, man. Good to
Hey.
see you. Yeah, I think there's a story there, and I'm sure at some point we're gonna have some sort of flashback episodes where it tells us. I like his teleport, his teleport power, because he's like a regular person, but he uses a lot of technology to do what
Yeah.
he's capable of doing, which I think is also cool. It's also kind of like a nod to Batman in a way because Batman's like that too. Batman just uses technology, right? I mean, he trains, but he's
Right.
not a superhero. Like he's not like Superman. Okay, so what did you think of
That
this enemy?
that was that's what I'm talking about. Like this is a day-to-day occurrence in this world.
Sure, yeah, yeah,
This is how portals would actually be used
definitely, definitely.
by
Uh,
supervillains.
it was really funny though. I love how they had the time thing and everything like that. Like that was so funny that the guy would keep going back and come back and he was like more powerful.
That was
Uh,
so funny.
that was so funny. And then the fact that he was trying to save this old lady and then he kind of did in the end.
He fails so many
He
times.
failed so many times. I like that. I like that he failed. Like there he is when he like, he gets his scar.
Yeah.
This dude. And then you see him come back and his scar is still there, so you can tell. Like, they kind of give you those little hints. I love that about the show. Yeah, the enemy was full on cartoon villain. I love that gag. Yeah, it was really, really funny. It was really nicely done. And then of course you meet the heroes, like the other heroes, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
The new cast, which is Adam Eve, Duplicate, and what was the other guy's name? The robot.
Yeah.
Which
They
I did
actually
not
kept
trust.
they kept the redhead.
Yes, they kept the redhead. That's why I love her. And I'm like, oh my God, she's so pretty. She's got redhead. And I'm surprised that they didn't race swap her. I'll be
Right.
completely honest with you. They didn't turn her into the black girl. And they did that to like some blonde girl. I'm like, I'm okay with that. It wasn't the redhead girl they changed. It was like, I don't know. It was like redhead genocide going on over there in Hollywood.
That's kind of
What
surprising.
was this guy's name? I forget his name.
Oh, I
This
forgot.
dude. I like his voice actor though. His voice actor is hilarious. The robot I didn't trust at all from like the first moment. I was like, this robot's creepy as shit. He's probably gonna turn out being like hell. He's gonna kill them all. Especially when he started glitching. I was like, I knew
Yeah.
it. I knew it. This robot's off. I kept thinking that the robot is the one that sent uh Omni-Man to do what he did.
Really?
Yeah, I kept thinking that the robot was the problem.
I wasn't that suspicious of him.
Yeah.
But then I also don't mind AI taking over, so.
You don't. That's true. You're totally in that. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Rex. Rex
Ah,
explode. Rex. Yeah, I don't like freaking robot. Robot sucked. Well, I mean he was cool, but I don't trust AI. I don't trust robots. I like how Adam Eve's first of all, I didn't get that name. Like Adam Eve. I was like, what a weird name. But I like Adam Eve's powers because it was like Invisible Woman um from Fantastic Four.
mhm.
She had like all the shield and like whatever with like kind of like a mix of Jubilee because she would do
Yeah.
this like weird fire, well, like not fire, but what was it?
Um,
Kind of like fireworks.
energy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
energy,
energy, whatever you call it.
fireworks. Those were cool. So I like her. I like her character. I think even though she's kind of dumb,
She's kind of ditzy,
but that's okay. I can forgive that because that makes like that makes
it's
for good
normal.
character development, right?
And it makes sense given her age.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I think that she can just develop more as time goes by. Her
That's
her
why the
relationship.
girlfriend was so weird. She seemed so much more mature than she would be too.
Who, Amber?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Um, her outfit was funny because she's got like at first I was like, what is she wearing? She's got like like a it's like a romper, but
It's like
romper
I like the
tight
romper.
with like a mini cape. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I
It's
don't know what was
cute.
going. It's cute. It was cute. So then this happens. He saves that chick again, I think in this scene. Does she? No. Oh, this is when she finds out she goes to school with
Oh yeah.
Adam Eve. Which I think she's really cute. She's really pretty. I wonder
Mhm.
if they're gonna end up together. You think they're gonna end up together?
I have no idea.
Are you shipping them yet?
I think he probably should since the other one's being a complete B.
Well, she wanted him back at the end, and I think he took her back, which I was like, boo. Boo, she broke up with you. Like, fuck her. Volley shorts are hot. Yeah,
Volleyball
they're
shorts.
nice. Volleyball shorts. No Mary Sue's here. Yeah,
Nope. No.
definitely. I'm kind of shipping them. Like, I want them to end up together. I think they're really cute together. And
Yeah.
then, but we don't know. We don't know. So then there's the robot. Okay, and then so this scene was when it got real cool because they're actually like I thought was interesting
Oh yeah. This
because
guy.
they're actually like trying to figure out what happened. Like they're like actually investigating, and I was like, oh, maybe the government's not totally like a bunch of assholes in the show. I really like this Hellboy character because I was like, this
Mhm.
guy's like Hellboy, but he's like a detective. He's like the Sherlock Holmes Hellboy. I liked him a lot. I thought it was a cool character.
I liked him. And yeah, I think that, under the circumstances, they would want to know if their heroes have gone rogue. So the investigation made sense.
Yeah. Um, do you think this guy's gonna come back? Because they sent him to hell.
Oh, definitely. I definitely think he's coming back.
I hope he
I
comes
don't
back.
know how, but
I liked him. Oh, there's
he
Amber.
ugh. What is with her hair? Ugh.
Look, she looks like a starfish. A starfish hair.
Right.
Like, what is going on with it? I don't know what to say. Like, I really would like to deny when they say things like, we need black people to make black characters and white people to make white characters. And then I see this and I'm like, well, maybe they have a point. Or why don't you just give her a fucking regular hairstyle? Like her hairstyle is down or like in a ponytail or like
Something.
just a regular hairstyle because she's like a regular person. Doesn't mean she's black. It means
I'm
she's
trying to
just
make her, I don't
a
know,
fucking regular person, man.
quirky. I don't know what's going on.
I don't even know what is going on with the hair. Like, is it
Why are her
in a
lips brown?
ponytail?
It's
I
just,
don't.
it's weird.
I don't know. Is she wearing lipstick? Maybe she's wearing brown
Um,
lipstick. Joe Dirt's asking if there's anything good on Amazon Prime. Well, this show.
there's a lot good on Amazon Prime.
Um,
They are making some excellent selections in their little streaming war with Netflix and Disney.
I haven't watched a lot of Amazon Prime stuff. Like I thought this was good, and I think the morning show was good. It was really surprising, actually, that I really liked the morning show. Have you seen that?
I have not.
It's with Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston, and it's
Mm,
with it's about that it's about a talk show. It was actually really entertaining. I was entertained. I was like, okay, this is entertaining, and I really like Jennifer Aniston, so I was in.
they have the Jack Ryan movies. Those are good.
Oh, I haven't seen Jack Ryan. I should watch that. What else do they have? Do they have anything else good? Oh,
Um,
you're right. That was on Apple. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah. God, they're all like the same. See, Amazon and Apple, they start with an A and I mix them up. I don't know. There's too many freaking streaming services now. I don't remember anything.
there are quite a few.
But I don't know what else is on Amazon right now. I can't tell. But yeah, so this girl, she's a total bitch.
Yep.
I thought she was gonna be a little bit more jealous of Adam Eve too, but she wasn't as jealous as I expected her to be. There she is. Like she's got her little Jubilee,
Mm-hmm.
like weird power. I think this is interesting to me because like he can fly with no problems, but
Mm-hmm.
she has to do this weird shit with her hands to be able to fly, which I think is kind of interesting. Uh, like she's got like a jet on her feet and on her hands.
Yeah. Well, she can
Um,
propel herself, I guess.
yeah. Uh, which is again kind of interesting because like he's an omni person, right? Or like whatever
Mm-hmm.
the hell his race was called, but she's not. So like how did the other race of superheroes get their powers? Because he's an alien. So what are they? Like
I guess they're all
how's
mutants,
that work?
right?
It must be. I mean, they have to be mutants, right? Like I don't
Yeah.
know what they are. Because it doesn't really explain yet, like how the other people are able to get powers. All we know is that he's an alien.
Mm-hmm.
So then they meet, they go to their lair, they do their thing. The poor woman that he rescued is like on her deathbed. Why is he like red? I don't know what's going on with him.
I thought he was just brown.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yes. Wait, are they saying the brown guy's a total asshole? Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a racist. So that the aliens come back and they're more powerful. And then they have those, I guess they have the bracelets now. Oh, okay. And then this was a key scene when he's asking her for his costume. And he was pretty adamant.
Oh, he
He
was.
was like, "Give me my costume, no, bitch."
He was threatening.
When I
What
saw the scene, I was like, okay, he wasn't being controlled. Like something's totally up. It seemed pretty calculated. Like he's like, give
Oh
me my
yeah.
fucking costume.
And also, I noticed this sort of as I took it as cracks in the facade. Like he was becoming less and less concerned with how he's perceived.
Yes. Yes, definitely. He was definitely not as nice as he was in episode 1.
Mm-mm.
I was like,
Nope.
what's going on? Fatal! What's going on,
Hey,
Fatal?
Fatal.
I watched the whole show, Fatal. This is what we're doing here. Thanks to your recommendation. If you want to come hang out, I can send you a link, and you can come join us and talk about the show with us. The Bugle Daily, hello, says Omni-Man's based off the most handsome man in the universe. He is? Who? I'm just joking. They do look alike. It's true. I didn't clue in until now. Why does he look so much like him? What the fuck? He looks like Jay Jonah. It's like the only thing it's like different is like the Hitler mustache. Oh, Fatal J says this show's actually better than the comic.
That's what people have been saying.
Yeah, the comic was a tad bit boring the first few issues. Huh. Well, there you go.
But I think what helps it too is having the writer of the comic working on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I think that helps. It would really help to have someone like that. Like that's why when Game of Thrones was happening, I was just like, you know, oh, at least he's attached. And then I don't know. Jay Jonah's the guy who voiced him. Oh my God, is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, that is true. The guy from the movies. That's true. I was thinking the other Jay Jonah from like the like this one, like from the actual 90s TV show. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me send this link to Fatal J if he wants to come hang out with us. He can.
The animation is also very similar to the comic, which is great.
I really like the animation in this.
Me too. It's very, I don't know.
I also like how bright
feel.
it was. I'm like, it's so bright and colorful. And even when like really crazy shit is happening, it's still bright and colorful.
They make sure you see the blood.
They do, and the eyeballs and everything. Jesus Christ. So yeah. So okay. Fatal, you have the link if you want to join us. So then everyone's kind of talking about it, like, you know, who killed the group? And then you have this scene where he punches the kid out, right? Or like, did he do that yet?
I think he does in this part. He becomes much more hard on him.
Yeah, he starts kind of training him real hard right after like being kind of soft on him. And then Cecil comes over and he's like, dude, you know, what was going on with you? Like, how come you survived? You know, like what's going on? They're just kind of like nobody really believes him at this point. Even the wife starts kind of like having doubts, I think,
right?
Even from the very beginning.
But they can't say anything, not yet.
This was cool. The little Martian dude.
Yeah, and they thought like he was told to just knock him out or knock him away or something, and they end up having a whole conversation.
Yeah. I did think it was weird that they just sat there and had a conversation on the moon with no air or anything. Like they kind of became like telepathic all of a sudden. That was weird.
But didn't he kind of teach him how or something? I can't remember exactly how that played out.
He did, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, how long can he really hold his breath? Because he's just been sitting there. Because at first he was like, yeah, you just got to hold your breath. So you would assume it's kind of like, you know, like being underwater. But they had a freaking entire conversation because when he's going to Mars later, he actually has like a suit, like he has
Mm-hmm.
like a head cover and anything like that. So like that makes more sense because otherwise, like what the fuck, like how long can he be in space without air? Like that's why I was kind of like, I don't understand, unless he's like Superman, in which case he doesn't really need to breathe in space. That's different.
I don't think he needs to breathe, but I don't think that's something he's necessarily learned or mastered yet.
Okay, maybe that's what it is, because when he went to Mars, he had that space helmet.
Yeah.
Omni-Man's angry because no one will bring him pictures of Spider-Man. Fatal J says, remember Omni-Man and Invincible are Voltrumites. They travel through space all the time. So they know how to breathe in
Yeah.
space then, I'm guessing. Then why did he need the space helmet when he went to Mars? That doesn't
Maybe because he's still learning.
Maybe he's just a little tiny Voltrumite. So yeah, basically that was episode 2. You see these guys again. This guy really, that was just really funny. He had such beef. He hated this guy so much. He's like, I'm gonna kill him. He's like beating the shit out of him, and of course his dad comes and rescues him. And then he left again, right? That guy, yeah, I think so.
Beaten to a pulp.
Beaten to a pulp. And then this dude though goes into their planet because he goes into the portal and kind of basically fucking kills them all. When this happened again, I was like, okay, yeah, he definitely killed those guys on purpose. Like this is very intention because he's kind of evil. Like who does this? You can't go to another universe and like just kill the entire planet based on one dude's thing. I don't know.
You can if you don't care.
Yeah, but that's an evil thing to do. Like
It
it's
is.
not like good superheroes don't do that kind of thing,
He
right?
doesn't value their lives. It establishes, what we'll learn later about their perspective on all life that isn't them.
Yep. Like look at the scene here. Like there was actually like innocent people. He just killed them all. He was like, fuck you guys. And then he came back and he hadn't aged at all. Like he had just had a beard. Like his beard grew.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. So that was it. And then they're talking more about what's going on with us. The demon dude like basically tells him like, hey, something's going on. And yeah, that was episode 2.
He reveals it.
He reveals it. That's funny. Pretty much what the Sands did. All right, so moving on to episode 3. And I mean, Jayne, if you want to skip over anything, just let me know because I know
no, this is fine. I'm remembering more things as we go by each episode.
So, oh wait, I gotta pause this before we get struck. All right, so what'd you think of Omni-Man's speech here?
I thought it was great. Pretty.
That was fake as shit. Personally,
it was, but it was, it's very political. He told them what they wanted to hear.
I kind of didn't buy it anymore though. At that point, I was like, "You're
we wouldn't because of what we know."
Right.
But the general public, I mean, this is exactly what they would expect from him. So it was great seeing this side of him and how he continued to play up that image.
Yep. Very true. And then they go to the actual funeral where the bodies are buried. And this chick breaks down. I thought this scene was really sad, actually. I was like, I felt for her because she was like totally in love with that guy.
Yeah, that was sad.
That was sad. And then the robot and this dude start talking, and I was like, I don't trust this fucking robot guy at all. Oh, okay. And then we have this scene where the mom's starting to question things because his demeanor at the funeral was so nonchalant. Like it was like, whatever, like moving on, let's order pizza. And she's like, dude, you just buried your friends. Like,
Mm-hmm.
are you like, what the fuck? Like, it's either like you're dealing with so much trauma that you can't handle the pain and you're kind of shutting it like down, or that's not normal. Either way, that's not a normal reaction because you don't have that kind of reaction to like all your friends dying around you and you being the only survivor, right?
Well,
It's kind of weird.
that's the thing where I feel like they did maybe rush his story a little bit, because it did seem out of place
Hmm.
that he would be losing the facade so quickly. And it could be sort of like Fatal J was saying, that it all happened after his son got his powers. That he just there's this downhill slide quickly. But I just don't think it would happen that way.
Ah,
Hey.
Hello there.
hey, what's going on, Demongenai?
How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Just getting off work, you know.
Woo.
You know, lovely day at retail. Gotta love that.
Oh gosh. Oh
Yes.
gosh. Hey,
I
Mads.
st- I
Good
still
to
I
see you.
still love that clip that Steph put out with the retail worker.
Oh my
He's like,
God.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
that's life right there.
Yeah,
Like
I've
dude was
lived
spitting
that.
facts.
Yeah, I've lived and thought that those exact same things, like
Mm-hmm.
every single one of them.
Oh, no
Um,
doubt. So how's everything going over there?
Everything's going well. Mads is saying, "What dropped a link here in Fatal's chat since I saw others were waiting." Oh, thanks, Mads. That's so sweet. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome.
So yeah, we were just talking about the show. We're up to episode 3 now. We're just kind of breaking down and reviewing everything. I was telling everyone earlier before you arrived that you and Fatal J kind of peer pressured me to watch the show.
Yeah, we forced it down your throat
Yeah,
because when we force things down your throat, keepers of the force,
it's true. They
just the
forced.
force of whatever.
Yeah, the force. No, I called it Force Talks.
Force talks.
And then yeah, so like they did, and I was telling Jayne that Fatal kind of ruined the first episode surprise for me because
It's Fatal has a problem like that.
he does.
He can't make like things be surprise worthy. He always got to spill the beans all the time.
Yeah, like he didn't say exactly what was gonna happen, but he was like, "Oh man, that ending though, holy shit!" And I was like, "Well, don't say that. Like now, I'm gonna be expecting like an ending, like crazy ending, like the
Exactly. He
whole
did the
time."
same thing to me. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad because he peer pressured me into watching the show too. Actually, it was him and my sister. They peer pressured me both into watching the show, and they think, "Bro, that first ending. Make sure you watch the ending." I'm like,
See?
"All right, all right." All right.
Damn, Fatal. Like, dude, the first time we were like, the first or second time we were promoting his comic on John's channel, he was like spoiling the entire story. And I was like, Fatal, quit spoiling your own comic. A, I want to read it for myself. And B, this is not a good selling point. Like, stop spoiling the story.
Hey, here's the whole story and the ending.
But
He's the type of person to be like, yeah, and Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
yeah,
He'd
totally.
be that guy.
Yeah, totally. Like to someone who's never seen it before. By the way, that guy with the with the red lightsaber, he's that dude's dad. It's like, oh shit.
Thanks.
But yeah, so then Omni-Man's being watched by the dudes. They're like, fuck, we need to figure out what's going on with this dude.
Mhm.
So, and then this kid decides to call Amber. Oh my god, Amber. Oh, okay, let me ask you this, Demongenai. What did you think of Amber? What did you
So
think
she
of
was a
Amber's
little bit
character?
annoying to me. I know a lot of people were saying that, but I don't want to be like I'm just jumping on the bandwagon. But she was like, I was just waiting for him to dump her and go Adam Eve. Like
Yes, me too.
I was like, come on, man, that's like a better matchup. Like they're both superheroes, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been like, but I mean, I'm not gonna spoil the last few episodes. But the crazy thing about it, I mean, people were talking about it, but it's just the fact that once you hear about what happens in the last few episodes, it makes her even less likable. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
we're spoiling the whole thing here, Demongenai, so you can
Well, I
spoil
didn't know if
whatever
you was
you want.
doing it. I didn't know if you was doing it in order, so that's why I was saying.
Oh no, it's okay. Well, we've already kind of
You
We've
jumped
already
around
kind of,
already?
yeah,
Mhm.
we've
Okay,
jumped around.
so all right, so the part that kind of annoyed me was that she knew he was invincible, but yet she's still being like douchey to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, like what?
yeah,
Like how's that work out? That doesn't even make sense.
It
yeah.
doesn't make any sense at all. And this is what I was saying before too about what they do when they race swap these characters. They always have to also, in addition, make them worse characters. They could
Mm-hmm.
have left her personality the same as it's described in the
Oh, so I didn't
comic.
know I didn't know she was a race swap.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a white blonde girl in the regular in the comics.
Really?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh,
apparently
that
she was much nicer in the comics as well.
why she got to be an angry black woman? Why is that? Why
Exactly.
is that? Come on, man. Come on, man. As
Come
Sleepy
on,
Joe
man.
says.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's really annoying because it's like I liked her, and then I was like, okay, she's like, we got a good black character, yay! And then I was like, what? Why is she turning so bitchy? Like every episode, she's like just getting bitchier and bitchier, and I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck's wrong with her? And then Dimajanai, what do you think of her weird starfish hair?
I'm sorry. What?
The
What do you
hair.
think of her starfish hair? Because I
Her
think she looks like a
starfish hair?
starfish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay, I guess. I mean, they could have did something better with it, but whatever.
I thought it was weird. It doesn't. I don't even
I
understand
mean,
what they're
when I
doing.
blow up this particular shot, when I blow it up, I mean, yeah, it does kind of like a starfish. Now that you mention it, now I didn't even think about that until you just mentioned it.
No, you can't unsee it. What am I doing?
No, I can't. I can't unsee that now.
Oh my
Thanks.
god.
Thanks a lot.
Well, I was just like, what the
They could
hell?
have
Like,
just made it curly. I mean, like I don't understand.
exactly. Why not give her like curly hair? Like, I mean, I don't know. It was just
Listen.
weird.
On a side note, I mean, listen. I. You know what's the worst part about this
Like,
is that when people like myself, Jayne, the Dark Council, Young Whipper, when we all say, hey, the race swapping is kind of dumb, it's almost like we got to be on the defensive when we say that. Like, why can't we just have normal characters? Like, just when I say normal characters, I mean, why does it have to be focused on? Again, I say one of my favorite TV shows out there, and I know for the people out there who have their hate, but the Cosby Show. The Cosby Show was the number one show in America, not because it was a black family. It was a family that just so happened to be black. Now they did bring up some stuff every now and then, but they didn't focus on that. They focused on being funny and telling their story, and that's what made that show great. And now it's like people forget that that's how you make things great. Just tell a story about people who just so happen to be black, white, Asian, Indian. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you do that, that will cure all. Good stories cure all. It really does.
but they can't.
If
They can't do that though. They can't make. Something happened, and I don't know because, like you said, in that maybe the 80s, we seem to be moving in the right direction in terms of having well developed characters. And I disagree with you a little bit when it comes to the Cosby Show because that show and those characters deeply embraced Black culture,
Mm.
and I loved that about the show.
No, I wasn't saying that they completely ignored the black culture. I'm just saying that they didn't focus on it. Like to me, like growing up, I don't remember. I mean, I could be overlooking it, but I know growing up, I didn't. It wasn't like I was being told every 5 seconds that hey, we're a black family. It's just
No,
like
they didn't say it. It was just
Like
yeah.
not like they do in like Blackish, for example.
correct. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Blackish reminds you every 5 seconds. Hey, we're a black family.
Or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, not to get too far off track, but I never watched the Cosby Show because Bill Cosby always freaked me out. Like ever since when I was a kid. And like I remember, I would get into arguments with people because they were like, "Why don't you watch the Cosby Show? It's so amazing." And I'm like, "Bill Cosby freaks me out. Like I don't like him. There's something really creepy about him, and I don't watch the show." And I've actually gotten into fights with people over it. And then of course, years later, I was vindicated because like I was like, I knew that guy's fucking rapist. So that's why I never watched the Cosby Show, because that guy really freaked me out from the beginning.
I loved it.
But yeah, so this girl was I don't know.
But she was just weird. She was just.
This right here is gangster.
This was hilarious.
This was crazy.
I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing the whole time.
I would have did it.
But he was like, "They're not even."
You're an asshole.
I mean, if that wasn't my girlfriend, I would have did it. I'm just saying, you know.
But that was his girlfriend. He had a whole girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. If it wasn't my girl, I mean, come on, like I'm just.
They were together for years, and then he's having like a freaking
I'm just saying, me personally, Dimaggio, I would have did it. Not if that was my girlfriend, I would have did it. It's a difference.
I mean, you see what I'm saying? Kind of, but like this other girl.
Yep, I'm saying if that's not okay. Let me ask you a question.
If you were single, you would do it.
That's what I'm saying. If you had a chance to have if you weren't married and you had a chance to have a clone of Henry Cavill, would you not do that? I'm just saying.
Of course I would, but this is not the same thing.
But it is the same concept if he were single. I'm just saying. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about him. I'm just.
My goodness. I was also a little disappointed with Duplicate as a woman. Like, dude, what a bitch. Like, what are you doing with your friend's boyfriend?
That's the thing. That's what irritated me too.
I was like, what the hell?
The one thing I will say, the thing that messed it up is like, bro, why are you going to do it in your team locker room? I mean,
right?
Like, that's one more problem. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on.
But she wasn't going to just walk in.
What did Madge just say? Put that back up in. What she say? I get D.
Oh my God, Mads, you're amazing. I love her.
Listen, it's not my fault. Madge made me do it.
Grumpy says that's incest.
Yeah. Well, it kind of is though, dude. They're like duplicates of each other, and they're doing it with each other. Like that's weird.
I'm wondering, like, does she feel like the same amount of pleasure, like quadruple the time? I'm just saying that's kind of.
I don't know. That's weird. I don't get it, because are they like, is the duplicate like a clone? I don't really quite understand that. I was actually more disappointed with the girl than I was with the dude, because the dudes, you can't really blame them. I mean, you can't. Not that.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Nina?
No.
What are you trying to say?
Hold on. Not that you can't blame them, but you know that dudes can be dogs, whereas in women, it's like, dude.
I don't know about the guys that you know. I'm just saying.
You just said you do this.
If I was single, I'm talking about me right now. Because right now, Dimaggio and I is single.
But there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it if you're single. It's only
all right then. That's what I'm saying. You're making it as if that was my girl. I said me.
No.
If I would do it. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying there's a problem when you're not single, and he was cheating on her.
Well, yeah, that was stupid. I mean, I'm saying that was stupid. I'm just saying if I had a lady friend who could quadruple herself, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, we would all do that for sure.
I'm just saying. Come on,
that's not a problem. That's not a problem. So then they had the team thing, which was this was entertaining to watch. You didn't?
No.
What didn't you like about it?
I mean, it was just basically the females destroying all of the males.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's true. This show did have
y'all saw that more than I did. I didn't even see that portion of it. But
this show did have some major SJW moments, I will admit.
It did have its moments.
Yeah, see, there's another dude that's getting beat by a woman.
Mm-hmm. And that was the only one that didn't, the black guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was all like, "Here, Karen, let me help you up."
Yeah, and what was up with the fact that he had no powers? I was so confused.
He had powers. I guess he lost them, then he got them back. I don't know what happened.
It was weird.
And then there was this girl, Monster Girl. What did you guys think of Monster Girl's character?
I thought she was cool. I like the concept that she's cursed, and every time she uses her power, it makes her younger.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty dope concept.
Yeah, I like that too. I like how spicy she was too with her comments.
Yeah.
Her comments were
Yeah.
very, very spicy.
Yeah, but I think they just used her as another character to beat up all the guys. And
Well, at least it makes sense when she beats up the guy. She's a monster. She was kind of like the Hulk.
Yeah.
But
weird.
the other ones, not so much. And then Adam Eve leaves the group because she was all, emo about being cheated on, which is understandable. I would have probably left too. I would have been like, fuck
See,
you
now,
guys.
back that up real quick. So that right there, when I first saw Omni-Man
Oh, okay, Omni-Man.
inside there, I was thinking, see, this is before I saw the ending, and I kind of had an idea, but I wasn't 100%. So when I saw him up there, I'm thinking that he got rid of the Guardians of the Globe so that he could train these new kids or whatever. That's what I was thinking a little bit. Like I'm seeing him.
That's kind of what I thought too a little bit at first. I was like, is he wanting to like make a new group or like
Yeah.
what is this? Like why is he so weird? And he looks so evil.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing right there.
It is. Monster Girl was done pretty correctly, even if they did SJW some of her action versus Amber's full on SJW. Yeah. Amber was at like full on. There was also a couple of comments she made that I was like, dude.
She did.
It was very like outside the realm of the show.
And it was also outside, to me, the realm of reality because, okay, so this is a boy she likes, right?
Yeah.
And they only just started dating and she's already picking fights.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I had to pause it on this scene because we're now getting a back shot from the starfish haircut.
Oh my god.
What is this? Who wears their hair like this? Okay, here we go. She's kind of like trying to, I don't understand what's happening here, but she's like this. Is this what's happening to this girl's hair? I don't understand what's happening to it. Please, somebody explain this hair.
You know what? That's kind of accurate what you're doing there.
Is this what's going on?
It looks like she has it pulled to the back. The back have a bun, and then the back is still out. So like she has this part is a bun, right, coming straight up, and then the back is just still hanging out with it. I mean, it looks like some weird, insane troll logic, but that's okay.
That's okay. Just as long as we kind of figure it out. I mean, it doesn't have to be realistic. This is a comic book story.
No, it should be realistic. Everybody else's hair is realistic.
I mean, for the most part, yes. I mean, look at we got Adam Eve. Look at this lady's hair. She's got long blonde. She's got a ponytail here, not a ponytail. Everyone, her hair is normal. The only one that's not normal is hers. It doesn't make any sense what's going on with this hair. Here's another shot of that. The fuck is going on? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, by the way, I did hear y'all say that I actually liked Cecil too. I thought Cecil was a dope character.
Yeah.
I
thought he was gonna be a bad guy at first, but
I did too. I thought he was gonna be.
The one thing that kind of threw me for a loop is why would you get rid of freaking Discount Hellboy? Like I don't understand why would you get rid of him because he looked like he could have probably did some damage to Omni-Man. I don't know why he would have got rid of him.
I don't either.
That's why
because he's a demon from hell. So what? I don't think Omni-Man could beat like supernatural forces. You know what I mean?
I think they were concerned he was going to talk too quickly or push the issue too quickly. They're trying to move carefully with this guy.
Yeah, but why didn't they let him out? They sent him to hell, and then they didn't. They were like, "Fuck you!" Like they didn't bring him out afterwards.
That was trash. I really wish they wouldn't have did that. Like I'm thinking he would have been somebody cool to have as an ally to fight Omni-Man because it's not like Cecil didn't know that he did it. He knew.
Yeah, he knew.
He was just trying to find out what the reason was.
Yeah. And he was trying to see if he can prove it, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't like that either. I really liked that Hellboy character, and I thought they could have used his help, especially
Mm-hmm.
when in the last few episodes where they're trying to like actually bring down Omni Man.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, why aren't they letting the Hellboy dude come out of jail? But I don't know. That was something weird with that. But I think they will bring him out because I think a lot of people like this character. Look at this girl's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Looks great.
like I said, this whole time I'm thinking he's gonna dump the other chick and go her. But then again, that would have definitely ruffled feathers. And by the way, being that I didn't know that she was a swap character, that makes it even more crazy. That if they so now it's basically they're forcing him because at any point that they break them two up, they're gonna be like, it's the phobia.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
Especially because she's gonna be getting dumped for a redhead. That's gonna
Yeah.
be terrible.
Oh, especially a redhead.
Well, I mean, I was telling Jane earlier. I was like, well, at least they freaking race swapped a white girl. I don't have a problem with that. Like a white blonde girl. They didn't race swap the I'm really surprised they didn't race swap Adam Eve and make her the black girl because she's got the red head, and that's usually what they do now.
Yeah, I'm getting annoyed from that. That really
That's the
annoys me. That whole.
girlfriend.
Yeah, there you go. That's the girl.
Oh, that's the okay. That's the okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, totally different. I'm not even in this.
Yeah, completely different. She looks like a
not-
Karen.
Looks like a Karen. You know, it's funny. I actually know a Karen, an actual,
Like an actual Karen?
like an actual. Her name is Karen.
Oh,
But she was cool. She was cool
Is
though.
she a cool Karen?
Yeah, she was cool.
I feel bad for Karens. Like cool Karens.
Now, because it was like when I knew her, it wasn't like when I first met her. This whole Karen thing wasn't a thing.
Wasn't a thing.
So yeah. So, but you know.
Matt's is like, it really looks like the hair Childish Gambino had in his America.
Oh, This Is America. Which one?
This is America JS. I don't
This hair
know.
here?
Yeah, this one.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to look into that. Discount Hellboy knew too much.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. But then they could have brought him back when they found out everything they needed to.
Or what they really needed to do, what he should have done, is say, "Hey, listen, we know it's him. Lay low. We're gonna need you once this fight comes." Rather than, you know what I'm saying? Like he could have easily just did that. He could
But
have
he
said,
was
"Listen."
going around. The problem is he was going around telling people because didn't he meet with the wife?
Yes.
Yeah, he did. He
So
met with
it's
the
like
wife.
he wouldn't shut up.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
I forgot about the scene.
If he would have just said, "Hey, look, we're investigating him. We know the same thing you know. Just back off." You know what I'm saying? Like if you would have went, oh boy, if he would have just told him that, right? This way he could back off and let them do the job and say, "Listen, I'm going to need your powers or your connections to maybe send Omni-Man to hell." You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like he could have sent because I don't think Omni-Man could get out of a different dimension. You know what I mean? So
I don't think so either, but I mean, who knows?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you get rid? Like to me, that the discount Hellboy was an ace up the sleeve. I don't understand why he would get rid of him.
I mean, they can bring him back.
I
No,
hope
I
they bring him
understand
back.
I understand that, but it just seems like at that point in time, it just seems silly.
It wasn't smart, but
It wasn't
you
smart
would,
at
you
all.
would need all the allies you can get.
My God, is this really what they were doing to that poor girl's hair, though?
The problem is that her hair in the show is straight though. It's not.
Yeah,
even
it's
textured.
straight. It's not curly. Like here, let me rewind this for a second too. This is not curly hair. This
I
is
don't know
straight
what
hair.
this is. It just doesn't make any sense.
And she's got clips everywhere. It's not like it's a fro.
Right.
I mean, I honestly would have been more impressed if they had given her a fro. Like if they had given her curly, black girl hair. Like curly, like mine.
Yeah,
Like,
that would
make
make more
her
sense.
like have some curly, froey hair. It would have been really cool if she had my hair. I would have seen myself in her. But no. Mr. J says, I thought he was more of a John Constantine than a Hellboy.
Maybe both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
combination.
kind of had like that. He was like a John Constantine that was actually from hell. And
Yeah.
by the way, Nina, did you really want to see yourself on there?
Why? What do you mean? Why are you saying that?
No, I'm saying you said you would have seen yourself as in this on the show if you'd had your hair like that.
Well, I'm just saying, like
I'm saying, really?
that's what the SJWs always use, and I'm saying,
No, I
well,
know.
I would
I'm
have seen
just
myself.
poking fun with your statement. That's all.
Well, I was just joking around. I really
No,
don't.
I know
care.
you were. That was the whole point. You're taking this too literal.
Damn it, Dimogenai.
But I mean, to be fair, it's almost like they never do have curly hair on there. It's like, can they not?
Which
draw?
that's more.
Thank
correct.
you.
That
Thank
would be
you.
more. That would be more accurate.
Yeah.
They never have curly hair. It's very annoying. I'm like, why doesn't anyone ever have curly hair?
Anti-curl. What do they call it? Curl aside.
It's true. It's true. They can't draw curls.
Well,
Seriously, name one superhero that has curly hair.
Well, I'm not gonna say superhero, but we had Empress Ness. I mean, she had red curly hair.
I don't know who that is.
Empress Ness. You just talked about her. Freaking Falcon and Winter Soldier, the bad guy.
I've already forgotten that show.
I know. Completely.
It's already gone. Like, who the fuck was that?
What?
Hello. Good to see you. Yeah, thank you. Yes, it would. It would be respectful.
It would be cute.
We got 22 people watching. We got 40 likes. Can we get like 75 likes? Tell a friend. Let's see if we get 75 likes today. Come on.
Ooh,
Come on,
yes,
everybody.
Everybody.
75 likes. Let's do it. Tell a friend. Matter of fact, if you guys give me 75 likes, you got 35 likes to do. I will change my screensaver for you. That's what I'll do. I will change the screensaver just for you.
There you go.
Right now I have my character from Final Fantasy 14, but I'll change the screensaver just for you.
Promises are being made here.
Yes, they are. So let's make it happen.
Okay. I totally forgot about this scene. Now
I forgot about that too. That was it. Yeah.
Now I'm remembering that. Now I realize why they went and got this monster thing, because they wanted to set it on Omni-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And then this scene.
And the fact that he brought a piece of it back to eat, though, was weird.
Yeah, that was weird, and it was still alive. I was like, "What the fuck?" This was cool that he was like making those things.
So real quick, because I heard you guys talking when I was driving back home. The mother's supposed to be Asian? Is that what she's supposed to be?
Yeah, she's Asian.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So technically, so did they actually do the thing where every voice actor is what they actually are in real life? Is that what they just did? Because I think it's an Asian woman doing the voices, and an Asian dude is doing the voice for the Invincible.
I don't know.
I think they're doing that. I honestly think
they
they're
might
doing
be. I know the black girl has a black girl voice, so that's the only one I know. I didn't check the cast. I honestly didn't.
I think they did.
that actually makes me a little annoyed about that. Like, come on, man. It's called acting and voice acting. You don't have to be the person that you are on the damn screen.
I have seen though sometimes where they will cast the voice actor as if they're the character too, because all of these the ones I've seen, they actually resemble their characters. So I don't know if that was part of the logic, that they maybe model them in part 2 on the voice actor.
It's possible. See, right here, I felt bad for Adam Eve.
I did too. She was into him a little bit.
Yeah, she was. That's why I was like, love triangle, make it happen.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I'm already shipping them. Like, I want Adam Eve and
Oh,
Invincible
are
to
you
end
turning
up
into
together.
a shipper?
Just a little bit. I learned from freaking Jayne theory here. Wait, is this guy a freaking duplicate too? Look, it's like a duplicate, but like men.
Yeah, but they're villains though.
Huh, I wonder if we're gonna see this dude against duplicate, like the girl. Because we don't see him in the season. These might be villains for like the next seasons, guys.
Yeah, they may all get out.
What'd you think of these two?
I actually thought they were pretty cool for whatever reason. Like it's just something about them just because they seem like brutes, but they're
Yeah,
really smart.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
actually really smart.
I love the fact that they kept getting into arguments about who's the original.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
That was hilarious. I'm the clone.
No, you're the clone.
Yeah, but here's the funny thing about it is if they don't know who's the clone and they keep cloning of a clone, so they're all clones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
I love
we
this
can't really
movie.
tell which one is the real one. Like I lost count who's supposed to be who.
Yeah, but I think that's supposed to be the point. And I think they are all clones of each other. Like I don't think the original is there anymore.
Yeah.
I like this scene a lot. I love when animations do this kind of scene where you just have like a little amphibian or something in the corner, and then the main action happens, and then the amphibian leaves.
Mhm.
Because it just adds those little things. Because we're like in the desert, nothing's happening, it's quiet, and then you get this scene of like, oh, they're coming out,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so much noise or whatever.
Oh, you
So,
kind of missed something on this too. So the
did I?
whole deal how they got released though.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a real interesting concept too. I was like, well, who's doing that? At first, I'm thinking it was Omni Man.
That's what I thought too, but at the same time, I thought that Robot and Omni-Man were working together for the
Yes,
longest time.
me too. Me too.
Because I didn't trust Robot at all, so I was like, "This robot's evil." There he is, like in this
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, is he? I'm like, is he the one who set up the Guardians of the Globe before? Like, he's
Yeah.
working with Omni Man.
hmm
Like it's interesting. I'm like, okay.
Hey, Hetty, we're talking about Invincible season 1. If you have not seen the show, I highly suggest you don't stay here because we're talking major spoilers, and it's a really, really good show. But I'm glad you're here, and hello to you. Thanks for tuning in, and maybe smash that like. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone who's joining us now. Just like I
Welcome,
said,
welcome.
though, this is a spoiler show of
Heavy on the
Invincible.
spoilers.
Heavy spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody just be warned. Jane Theory has shipped Bakayo.
Okay, I sure did.
Buckeye-O.
Love them.
Who's Buckeye-O?
Bucky and Ao.
Bucky and Io, or Ao, whatever her name is. I thought it was Io.
Oh, yes, Io. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually would have been dope. It's clear that Bucky was into to the sisters. Clear that he was. Like you didn't even see like even with the Asian girl in there, he wouldn't give her the smile like he gave, Sam's sister.
Yeah.
Sam's sister came in, he like, hey.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Matt says, "Oh, that's a song."
I think
Oh.
I'm a clone on that. Oh, it seems to be one of me around.
I don't remember the song. It is. Robot's mouth is freaking creepy.
They made him creepy.
The
They made
the real robot is even worse. What are you talking about?
They made him super creepy. This dude was a creepy robot. I was like, this is gonna be some
He's a
house
creepy robot.
shit. He's gonna like.
I mean,
kill
technically, he
everyone.
was a creeper for real. Are we jumping ahead a little bit? Cause
No,
you see
yeah,
what
you
he
can jump
did.
ahead.
If you see what he did, that was kind of creepy. Just saying, what's up, subhuman?
true. What's
How
up,
you going?
subhuman?
He's sitting like, yeah, I want a piece of that monster girl. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what he
and
thinking.
then, dude, he stole the other guy's genetics. Like, what
Yes.
the
Yeah.
fuck? That's some creeper shit, man.
Yep. He said, why does this dude look like me?
I know. I love that. I love that part so much. Speaking of creepers, though, this guy was a creeper too, like just hanging out at this chick's house.
And you know what's kind of crazy too? I like the concept. I mean, I don't know what this concept is, but kind of what we were talking about off camera a couple days ago with the coldness. Nina, remember what we were talking about?
Yes.
It seems like, I mean, this seems like it'd be a reoccurring theme that things of this nature
Yes.
brings cold.
Yes.
They do that. They did that in Constantine or Legends of Tomorrow. Like anytime there's a creature from the other realm,
Nether. Yeah.
it brings cold, and I like that concept. That it's almost like somebody's giving us some hints.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to think because I wonder what's going to happen in the future seasons. I don't know if I'm still not a
How many
fan.
seasons this thing gonna get?
Well, so far it's been renewed for 2 or 3 seasons, but I was looking up the comics. It said the comics are issues like to 147 or something like that. And the first season only covered between 1 and 13. So,
And it was that 8 episodes, right? It was 8
yeah.
episodes. Okay.
So I think it's going to get at least 5, 6 seasons at least, like at the very least.
Yeah, I hope so because the thing is, like we were saying, I heard you say before, is it's very rare we get interesting, shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just the whole these things when I get like for instance, anime, their seasons are usually 12 episodes max.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, oh, I need more than that. Come on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I usually like just waiting and waiting. Like I waited for Attack on Titan to get to like so
Me
that I can
too.
like I watched the whole like all the way. I'm up to date now, but I rewatched from the beginning all the way to right now because I just need that I need a fix. Like when I'm watching something, I don't want it to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially
me
if it's
too.
good. If it's good, I blew through pause. I blew through freaking The Expanse.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, well, this one, it was funny because before the show, I was telling Jayne, I'm like, let's see if this has an ending because I swear to God, if this is an ending, I'm going to kill freaking Demagina and Fatal J because you guys know how I feel about endings. It has to have one. And apparently this one has a comic book ending. So if we don't get a show ending, at least I'll have an ending. So I won't have to kill you, Demagina.
Yeah.
So that's fine. It's okay.
And listen, I was going to say something bad, but no.
Please do.
No.
All right, moving on. So
all right, I'll tell you if it's any kind of killing like Lady Domorescu, you know what I'm saying, you could just
alrighty then.
any kind of killings like that. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh. So this dude is like, just telling her that he's all sus of Omni-Man, and she's all sus now too.
Yeah.
She's like, what the fuck? What the? Again, with her weird, like bags under her eyes. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why they draw it like that? I don't get it.
She's
but
overplaying her hand too, though. Like, why is she giving these little subtle hints that she knows what's going on?
Yeah, she should have been a little bit more. What's the word? Less conspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the right word you're looking for. So like when he left, you see Omni-Man with the cold breath. He's like, yeah, this dude was here.
Yeah, this dude was here. Mm-hmm.
So,
All right,
which is crazy because he didn't go after him. You know what I'm saying? You would think Omni-Man would have went after somebody who would have been a threat. Because remember,
I totally thought he was gonna go after him. I was like, oh, that dude's dead.
So remember when because I wasn't there for that part when you were talking when they were talking about the when you was talking about the invasion people, the little aliens that they kept they aged different.
Yeah.
So when Omni-Man went there, because remember he went to their dimension.
Yeah. And
he's like,
he
Earth is not your place to conquer.
Yeah.
When he said that, I was like, I'm like, ooh, that was definitely some foreshadowing. Because mind you, I'm like you,
dibs over there, right?
Exactly. I'm like you. I have not read this comic, so I'm a normie. That's why I said I didn't know anything about Amber. So me finding out that she's race swapped, it's like okay, typical for entertainment. The entertainment we're dealing with now, but it is getting kind of old. I'm not lying. I mean, like honestly, there's a couple things that's really getting old for me right now, and I'm like really actually losing my patience for it. And it's the whole CV thing, and this whole woke anti-woke comic book swapping hero thing. I'm literally getting upset about it. Like, it's getting me mad. I'm like, come on, can we just move on with this and stop doing it? Like, this is not like, and I know this ain't the same topic for it, but I'm telling you right now, that whole Superman thing is gonna fail bad.
Yeah.
That is going to fail bad.
Well, the thing is it's not like they give you any hope of having actual good black characters like we see with Amber here, where they totally turn them into like pieces of shit, and you're like, I don't like this character because it's just a shitty character. So it's like they don't even give you any faith that they're like, okay, we're gonna race swap and make this character black, but we're also gonna
Make
turn
him
them
dope.
into assholes.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, and you're like, okay, well, at least give me some freaking faith that you're gonna do this character justice, which I don't think is gonna happen. But moving on with the episode here, well, and actually, before I do, Grumpy Old Ninja says this does have an ending, which I expect to be changed for the show. How dare you?
It's possible though, because I mean, like you said, the writer is working on this and is fixing sort of as they go issues he saw with his own story.
Yeah, we've been talking about this Night Haven, that Amber is apparently the worst part of the show, which is honestly, it's not a bad thing to have only one thing be the standout bad thing. You know, unfortunately, it had to be the black character, but at least you have another good black character, which is the evil dude. Is that a good thing? I don't know.
Which
I don't know
dude?
anymore.
Oh, you mean the mobster?
Yeah, the mobster dude.
He was actually, I like that story because that threw me for a loop.
He was badass. I was like, I
that
really
threw
like
me
this
for a
dude.
loop. Like that was subverting my expectations for real. That was a good subverting, and also the other guy's pretty cool. The Black Lex Luthor, he's alright too.
Wait, who's the black Lex Luthor dude?
The one who's on the new Guardians of the Globe. He looks like he's walking around with the Lex Luthor suit on.
Oh, the older guy.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The guy that didn't have power and then
Correct. Now
got
he has his powers.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay, yeah, he was pretty cool too. Yeah. Okay, so then we get this scene. I was like, oh shit, some shit's gonna happen like down here
Like
because
the mummy.
yeah, like it usually always does. Mind you, when he was going down the stairwell. Now that I've been playing D&D, I was like, man, shouldn't you be checking for traps because there's usually traps.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought this dude was gonna get totally like owned by traps in this room, but there was no traps.
Immediately.
He just ended
I
up.
forgot about this part. What was this one again?
He ended up where this weird mummy woke up. And then they shut him in there. What was this about again? I totally forgot.
Did they build on that, or they just left it at that?
I think they just left it at that.
So that means he's gonna be somewhere back in the future. I think. I think he's gonna be somewhere.
Yeah, it's the
I
same
think-
thing with the Martian episode.
Yes,
which I think
yes,
this is.
Yeah, that Martian thing was a whole. I'm like, wow, they didn't build on that at all. That seemed, you know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of like War of the Symbiotes. Like
Yeah.
when all of the Venoms come to Earth. Like
Yeah.
that kind of reminds me of that. Like that's what's gonna happen. Because
Well,
those things
yeah,
kind of
it's-
like they're like leeches or something like this. Bond.
It's
with one
it's very much like that. So I mean, I thought that that's definitely setting up like season 2 and 3 kind of plot lines, especially knowing that like Omni-Man's gone now and everything like that.
Yeah.
Um,
I was thinking that what's going to end up happening is that like when they ended the guy, the galactic police officer with the one eye, I'm thinking that they are going to be at least a galactic front against the Viltrumites. And now that they have a Viltrumite that's on their side, Invincible, now they're going to have their trump card and they could teach him how to fight more Viltrumites. You know what I'm saying? So 'cause that's his problem. He has zero skill. His skill is trash. That's why. And his dad got thousands of years of training on him because he said he's thousands of years old, right?
yeah.
So that right there is a big problem for him because he got all. Plus, he comes from a planet where they do all this training from the jump. You know what I'm saying? They do all the training from the jump. So he has plenty of training over him. So I'm thinking when there's going to be an alliance to go against the Viltrumites. I think that's me. At least I hope there's going to be something like that.
Well, I think that that's coming as well, but I have a feeling that they're like this weird scene with the mummy thing and that Martian thing is definitely some sort of setup for future
Oh yeah, no doubt.
baddies.
And even the Black Mobster.
Oh yes,
They-
and the Black
they did-
Mobster too, for
Yeah,
sure.
they didn't even really dive into that too much, but I know that's going to be something in the future too.
But it's also kind of cool because of what you were saying earlier, Jane, about like wishing that they hadn't done the first episode like shock thing like so early, because this sets up, for example, with the mob boss, like you kind of get more of a like more feelings, more connection to him of where he came from and how he built up his empire versus like, you know, if they had done that in like one episode, you'd be like, well, I don't really care about this guy at all. So now in the following seasons, you actually have this connection to know like, okay, this guy, I know where he came from, you know, he's actually kind of a cool character, and now you care what happens to him and what kind of decisions he makes.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so he's training with his dad. I really loved all these scenes. Like I really, really liked all the scenes in, you know, Mount Everest. I thought it was really beautiful drawings. Like there's a lot of really beautiful art in this show.
One of my favorite things when they was playing catch, throwing the ball around the ball. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. That was cool. Although I didn't get it, and then Jane explained it to me. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck does that work? Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's throwing it around the world.
Um,
Now the only thing that sucked about that is that if you just happen to be in the trajectory and have that ball, use the dead mother effer. That ball is coming. That ball will be coming at some serious speeds.
Sean Christopher says, wait, is Jay here tonight instead of his own stream? I think you're talking about Fatal Jay. And I did send him a link, but he hasn't joined us yet. I think he's
Well, the whole reason why we're
busy.
not doing the stream is because he's having technical difficulties because they're having storms out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So there
That's
you
the only
go.
reason why. That's why we haven't done the stream.
We
So
had
that's
some
why I
here.
stole Demogeny. Oh,
I
Jay's
that would be-
here. There he is.
It was an easy steal. I went willingly.
Oh, yeah, bad weather. Oh, I'm sorry. Deranged Lunatic sends us a super sticker. It's a Doomicorn. Do. Thank you.
What is that thing that y'all do with that?
I
What's it
don't-
called?
I don't know. It's the Doomicorn because it's from the
Doomicorn?
the Doomicorn army from Doomcock streams.
Oh, yeah,
They
see, that was-
they make like they send a whole bunch, and then they're like an army of Doomicorns. And then
Gotcha.
I think Mary came up with the first Doom, but I don't know who coined that. I think it was
Yeah.
Mary, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
By the
Somebody
way-
else is
by the
gonna be
way,
like,
just,
it was me. How dare you? I'm gonna be like,
By the way, big shouts to Fatal J in the chat. Hope everything works out there well for you out there. So
yeah, Fatal.
be safe,
Thanks
bro.
for being here, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess
Wait.
they're gonna send it our way. It'll be over here next.
Oh, there you go. Invader Zim is where Mary got the Doomicorn from. I didn't
Invader
know that.
Zim.
That's a show. I had no idea. Well, what do you know? You learn something new every day. Okay, where am I? All right. So I really like this girl, the Russian. I think she's Russian.
yeah, she was cool.
The Russian girl, she was really interesting to me. Her emotions were very matching with everything that was happening. And she was totally sus of the whole thing. She was like, I don't know what's going on, but they're not telling us everything. And you should be sus as well, lady. And she is already sus. She's like already sus of her husband. She's already sus of what's going on. I really liked her development because the person closest to you is going to be the first one to find out what the hell's going on, right? I mean, she
Right.
spent like 18 years with the dude. So then she starts looking into what's that guy's name again? Dark Blood? There you go, Dark Blood. Dark Blood, Vindicated. demonic defender was right all along.
Wow.
So yeah, that he's a very good detective apparently in their world. But then again, they didn't believe him at all, and they freaking shot him up to hell.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's weird.
No, they
So
did believe him. They was just that, like you said, he was talking too much.
he was
That's
talking.
like that's kind of like in Goodfellas when they tell you don't buy nothing. Didn't I tell you don't buy nothing? Did I tell you don't buy nothing? Yeah, go get this. Give me this. And then you take that long ride home with some cement shoelaces and shoes and
Oh
dump.
my goodness.
Yeah.
So this is the scene. I thought this dude was so dead. Like I
Yeah,
was like,
so
oh man.
this is exactly why this scene right here is why I think that what's his Dark Blood. I think he has one up over on Omni Man because he could have just easily just sniped him. You know what I'm saying? Omni Man could have just got rid of him real quick. But for
Easily.
whatever reason he didn't. So I'm thinking that there's a reason why he didn't do that.
That's what I'm wondering too. Like, what is that reason? Because he seemed very like, I don't know, like he seemed like he didn't really give a shit. So he
Correct.
would just take whoever out, right?
Yeah.
Could it be that
I mean, he
blow his
did that.
cover,
He
though?
what's that?
It could blow his cover?
I mean,
If this
at
guy
that
just ends up
point,
dead?
yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, when you think about it, fast forward, he didn't care about blowing cover because he just basically went ham on everybody. In that last episode, he was just running through people, going through trains, smashing everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I mean, if it was a cover, he was. And by the way, it really didn't matter because he's there to conquer that planet. He's going to like he knew he was going to conquer that planet. So if he takes out a couple of soldiers here and there, whatever. But for whatever reason, he didn't go after him. To me, sounds like this guy got something up over him that he can't beat him, or that he might just be a little hesitant. And I think the fact that he's actual Hellspawn is the fact that he didn't do it. Because I don't think Vulture have any kind of power over Hell.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And I think he does have something over him, and that's why he was able to not be killed very, very immediately. Because I honestly thought that's what he's the guy's head that's going to be squished next, is what I thought. But then it didn't happen. So then these guys start their cloning process, and I was like,
it's just one guy at this point.
oh yeah, that's true. It's just one guy at this point. And that all was very interesting.
Yeah, that's why I said that's what I liked about them, was because of the fact that he seems like a big stupid brute, but they're actually really smart. They're so smart that Robot, who's actually really, really smart, because think about it, he put himself into that freaking canister. What's up, Steve? How you doing?
Hey.
So, which to me, I'm still trying to think how did this guy, how was he able to do that if he's a freaking little. When I saw him, you know who I thought of? I thought of Brain from what's his name from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh my God, what's his name? Oh, the one who had the brain in the stomach. I'm going blank on his name.
Ooh.
But that's the kind of mind. Kang, something like that. Kang or something like that. It's not
I have no idea who you're talking about, but I trust you. This
Chat,
is the
you can
scene.
help me out.
Hey, Jaji Arab, good to see you. This is the scene though that I was like, oh man, this motherfucking robot's gonna go hell on everybody. Okay, this is.
yeah.
This
So you were
some
still
shit.
suspicious of the robot at this point.
Oh my god, I was
Yeah,
like,
I was too.
I was over the top. Like I became suspicious from the robot from the very beginning, but this was like, I was like, oh, I knew this robot had something to do with this shit. Like somehow he is involved. Everyone's saying Krang.
Krang, that's what it is. Thank
There
you.
you go. But I love the chat. The chat always knows everything. But yeah, I didn't trust the fucking robot, and I was like, "Oh, this robot's gonna kill everybody." But apparently, he wasn't. I mean, he wasn't that evil, but he was a creeper. Look at him.
He wasn't evil, but he did have some nefarious plans.
He did. He totally did. He did.
He's trying to get in Beast Girl's drawers. That's what he was trying to do.
Grumpy says, I read the comic and even I was suspicious. So there you go. It wasn't just me. It's like,
There
damn
you
it. It's only Jayne that liked the robot
Yeah.
because she's a robot. You're a robot empathizer.
Yeah, so you skipped that part where he took his blood sample.
Oh, did I? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he
Wait,
does
I'm
it right
trying-
here. See when
I
he puts
can't
his
really.
hand on him? Right there.
Let me see. Hold on.
Very creepy.
That's why. Yeah, that's why he pushed him. Like, hey, what are you doing?
Is that when it happened? It was already. It's
Yep.
already done.
No, he watch. You're gonna. If you go down, they're gonna pan down, and you're gonna see the hand.
Oh, I see. He's.
there you go, right there.
Oh, there's a creep. Oh my god, he's so creepy. I was like, oh, he's up to some shit, man.
Yeah, when I saw him, I'm like, bro, what is he doing? Like, what?
Yeah, because you see,
I-
because right before you see these guys cloning, right?
Mhm.
Then you
Correct.
see this dude taking the blood, and you're like, okay, well, what the hell does this have to do with anything? Like, why is he taking this dude's blood? This is creepy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So then the husband is all, or Omni Man. Oh my god, this scene too. I was like, what the fuck? So Omni Man's all pissed because everyone's just kind of like down his throat now, like
Yeah.
especially about his wife, like that because he was like, that dude came into my house and now you're here, Cecil. Like, fuck you guys. Like, what do you want? And they're like, well, we're kind of sus of you, man. Like, you're the only survivor, and like, we don't know what the hell's going on, and you're acting weird. And he's kind of like, fuck you guys. That's pretty much what that was about. Oh, and then they have their first kiss.
No, that wasn't the first kiss. The first kiss is when Adam and Eve formed by.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They
That's
was
true.
that was
This is like
that
the
was like
second
more
kiss.
like a 5-second French in a reach around. That's what he got.
Yeah, they already made out. Never mind. That was fast. Okay, so then this is when he sends him to Mars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then he goes to Mars. He signs up for the mission, which Omni Man
he totally fails. He
Yes,
fails
he
that
does.
mission.
Omni Man did okay. Explain this to me. Why do you think Omni Man didn't want to go?
That is a good question.
Because like it wouldn't be that big of a deal for someone like Omni Man. I mean, he was all, well, like, you guys lost your superhero, so you need me now. But I don't know if that had anything to do with the actual reason of why he didn't want to go. Do you guys think he was actually trying to give his son a chance to do this?
And you know what? And that is actually a good point, because remember, the whole thing with the Viltrumites is that they have to prove themselves worthy to go conquer a planet.
Mm.
So he, that's how he probably. I'm pretty sure that's what his parents did with him. Is that, hey, listen, you got to go. Your first mission is to go to XYZ and just take a do like an envoy type of deal, just to
Right.
see where you at, So I'm pretty sure, like, because remember, I'm thinking he wasn't going. So when you look at how this story was going, and this is, of course, this is me being a complete normie with the whole comics and everything, but if you look at how this story was going, his dad actually seemed a little disappointed when his son got his powers.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
at that point, it was almost like, now I really have to do this. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, because I correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a couple weeks since I saw this. Oh, you can't hear me? Hold on. Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm thinking that it's almost what I was going to say. So, with the Viltrumites, is not that many of them, because they live long, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of all the weak ones. So I'm thinking, I don't know if that's part of the planet they are supposed to go and mate with somebody from the planet that they're gonna take over, and then once that's done, they have to take the planet, and then they have.
Oh, no, I don't think that's true at all. I think that was not planned. I don't think he meant to mate with this woman.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, to me, like, wouldn't if they send him to go take over a planet, he could have literally taken over the planet when he first got there.
Yeah.
As strong as he is.
Yeah.
So where
Well,
you think
they're
they would have some kind of timetables? And listen, you have X Y Z. The only way I think they would let him just basically, start a family because you can be like, hey, listen, it's taking you too long to conquer this planet. What's going on? Then they send somebody there. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is clearly there was a room for them to do whatever they want while they're on this planet.
mhm.
So
The
I
way
don't know.
he explained it was that they're sent to their planet to weaken the defenses of the planet. So that may be part of it, why it's taken so long. And he just happened to decide that he's going to start a family as well, because according to him, the child of between him and a human is still almost pure blood, his race. So it I don't know whether it was intentional or not, but it could have been part of the plan that he would have his child to take over the planet alongside him. But I think he was disappointed because it took him so long to get his powers that like every extra year is um time that this child will become very independent and have his own mind and his own perspective and become more and more attached to the planet, which creates the situation
Which that's
between him.
exactly that's exactly what happened too.
Yeah.
But that's the thing though. I didn't pick up on that. I thought that he, like him falling, well, not falling in love, because now we know he didn't actually fall in love with her,
Mhm.
because he's not capable of love. That he, like that was like an unplanned thing. Like
He's
he,
capable. He's capable. It's just that she is, I mean, to him and his species, like he said, he described her as a pet.
yeah, he did. But
By
it's not the kind of
comparison.
love that you would want to have from your, the father of your child. Like that,
Well, he
that's
would
weird.
probably have loved her if she were one of them, but he didn't he didn't
No,
love
but
her
she's a
because
human.
yeah.
So, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's capable of love, though. I really don't. Because I mean, look at what he did to his own son. That's fucked up.
But that's part of their culture.
But their culture is very psychopathic, and
That's
I don't
true.
think their culture is capable of love at all. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Not even to themselves. So yeah, so he goes to Mars. That was really funny when he tried to eat the sandwich, which again didn't make any sense because he's got this helmet on. I didn't get this at all. I was like, why does he have the helmet? Like, if he can breathe in space, like it makes no sense.
Well, he technically can't breathe in space. He has to hold his breath.
This is all very dumb. He sat there for so long. Like, how long can you hold your breath?
Well, no. Well, that's why he has the helmet on.
No, but
When
when he was
when he,
on the moon
when
talking
he's
to
on the
that
moon,
Martian dude,
exactly. Yes, that's why his dad told him you need to train to be able to, like, Viltrumites could do it for a long time. You see, his dad just went to space, so he's like, you need to train on how to do that. So that's why
oh,
he was.
okay, so that's part
So
of it. So
yeah,
that's part of his training that he has
yeah.
to do. Okay. That was funny though. Meanwhile, his dad's like taking his mom on a night out of town. They're dating, doing their thing. Then they go to Mars. Did you guys expect some shit to go down on here or what? Like, I was like,
I did
I
because
did too.
remember they said that the guy that was on the Guardians of the Globe, he's from there.
Yes.
And this idiot, like, bro, like, look, I like my ladies like the next guy, but if I'm at work, like if you're on active duty right there, why is you looking at your phone, bro?
Right?
Like he's
Jimmy
looking at his
also answered my
phone.
question, which
Well, that's his
is,
generation, maybe. That's a
Yeah.
Gen Z thing.
oh my God. Hey, what's up? Um, it could be, but yeah, seriously though, dude, like, what are you doing? You were sent to do one thing
Yeah, you have one job, dude.
in
One
he
job.
one
hasn't
job.
he hasn't done his one job right yet.
No. Then they get into a fight about this whole thing, and she's like, "You're acting all weird, man." And like, look, the world is being fucked over right now. You don't even give a shit. And he's like, I'm on vacation.
That
Let
was so
Cecil handle
funny.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, let
You're
Cecil
right.
earn
They
his
do draw
pay.
her old. Now that I'm looking at it, I didn't even think about that before.
Old.
Look at her. She's so old. She's like in her 60s. I'm like, dude.
And I heard you saying that she's in her 40s. I'm like, bro, that's offensive. I'm in my 40s. I don't look like that.
Exactly. This is bullshit. They
That's
drew her like
crazy.
way too old. Um, so then this dude's like, being a stalker in their house again. I mean, at this point, I don't really understand what he's trying to find in here because it's not like he would leave evidence behind of wanting to kill them.
Is he
He
looking
did
for
leave
the
something
blood?
here though. I
The
forgot what he
suit
left.
with the blood on it?
The suit, that's what
Yeah,
he
the
was
suit.
looking for.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. This is right.
Um,
This right here is when Sisu puts the kibosh on him. So,
yes.
and that's the thing I don't understand. Like he got taken by Cecil, but Omni Man didn't take him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's weird. Like I don't know. I don't know. That's this guy kind of he throws me for a loop.
Okay, so Deranged Lunatic says Vulturites, when they breed, there's DNA and dominant no matter what race they breed with. Okay.
Mm.
Which is
I
the
just,
question would be, why didn't he have more children on Earth?
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he planned it. Because when he was killing him, he's like, maybe I'll just kill you and do it all over again. And then this time I'll do it right and I'll train him right from the beginning and like blah, blah, blah. I don't think he planned to have a kid. Like it was just all very unplanned. And then he kind of like, it was like a lost puppy dog that he kind of adopted, like the mother. And then he just kind of like liked it, and then he kind of like lost and, he just got lost in the little
Lost in
romance.
the sauce. He
Yeah,
got
yeah.
lost in the sauce a little bit.
It's just like, okay, like, and they live for thousands of years, right? So like
Yeah.
for him, it's
Yeah,
like
they
a
do.
moment in time. For him, that's like nothing to like be like, okay, I'll just do this for this moment. Like, for me, it's really nothing, right?
Yeah.
Part of the cover.
Okay, so Hazitaka says no, it was intentional. They chose Earth.
Well, it would go
Yeah,
with
but
his
did
just
he choose
hero
to have a
thing.
child? Like that is, I don't think
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah, that-
intentional. I know
correct.
they chose Earth, but I don't think he chose to have a child with that woman. In the comics, they say the humans are the closest to their DNA. Oh, okay. So then that's why they went to, okay, I see what you mean. All right. Well, there you go. That's some background that we don't know because we haven't read the comics.
Yeah, that
But he
makes
still, I
perfect
think
sense.
he would have made more of them, though. That's the only thing.
Well, the whole point is he's not going to. The whole thing was not to kill all the humans, but subjugate them.
Right.
They want to bring them into the Vulturite empire, which that would make sense if that's the case of what he just said. This way you have, and because remember in Vulturite he said they basically dwindled themselves down to like maybe so many. That's why they only send one person per planet.
Right.
So you figure if you just keep these pets, quote unquote, alive, that's your baby making machine. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And just keep and this way you have your subjugated people that won't be able to overthrow you, right? And then you have constant babies that you could just you have one baby, send them out, another baby, send them out. You don't have to have a whole planet full of Ultramites that's at the level that they are. That causes problems because then they end up fighting each other to extinction again. So they probably just want to have it like that. Then
he had like a Florence Nightingale thing from Back to the Future. That's funny. All right. I guess maybe
that's what I think.
they could have made it more clear though. I didn't think of it like that. I thought it was totally like unintentional. So then he meets the Martians, which were an interesting society. They have like a society underground now. And he talks to them, and then they're like, we're basically gonna have to kill all of you because we don't want this thing to happen to you where like these things
The
basically like
symbiotes.
the symbiotes will attach you, and then and then kill. You're gonna destroy like your planet basically, and our solar system, what's left of us. Um, what do you guys think of that logic?
No, I thought this was a pretty good, because basically like they are a scourge. You got to get rid of them, which this idiot let one come to Earth.
Yeah, I mean, at first I was like, I mean, that's pretty drastic. But then when you find out that he was right, you're like, oh shit. There he is, this dude.
Yeah. And the
This dude
crazy thing
right
is, that's why I say he seems like a Venom, because his whole suit can change.
yeah, it's in like the American flag thing right now. So that was interesting though, because I was like, oh man, are they gonna do this thing with this season now? Like how?
They totally just left stuff on the table. With
Yeah,
this.
they were like, we're just gonna put this right here for now, and then because I was like, is this gonna be like an Omni Man thing?
Well,
or?
here's the deal. Do you think now? Here's my question for y'all. Do you think these alien things would be a problem for the Viltrumites?
They might be, because they're like thought control, right? So they might, like, if they take over a Viltrumite, that's going to be problematic. I mean, what are they going to make it do, right? So yeah, definitely.
Well, my thing is if they try to do like any head-to-head combat, they're going to get destroyed by the Viltrumites. Especially, look, here's the deal. Where do you think Omni-Man went?
Hazitaka says they can't get through the skin.
Ah, there you go.
There you go. So they won't be able to control Invincible either.
Yeah. Well, Invincible can get hurt. I mean, technically speaking, so can Omni-Man. It took a lot. The Guardians of the Globe did hurt him, but it took them a lot to hurt him.
Well, they can't get through the skin, but maybe they can get through a wound. An open wound.
See, look right here, like this dude, like.
Oh my god, this dude totally fucked everybody over. Look at these Martians; they're fucked. Oh, they're dead. Poor Martians. Astronaut return home safe and sound. Oh my god, we're so dead.
So much to follow up with though in the following seasons.
Definitely. And then
by the way, don't gloss over the fact that he was smashing just now.
I was just gonna say that. Thanks, Dimajanai. He comes home and his parents are doing it. doing it. Rage doing it because they're mad at each other. They're having like makeup sex. And then what happens after this? What happened with these bitches? I forget. We're talking about.
Did you notice with this, they always make it where she's like kissing him.
Huh.
What did he say? What did you say? No Venom what? No Venom coming out of this? Oh.
Yeah. They're all dead. I didn't notice that, Jayne.
It was just weird.
Is that true?
No, I haven't noticed that.
She will initiate the kisses. She will grab him. She will be on top of him.
Oh, that's true. Look at this. She's doing it again. That's true. Every time I pause it on the kissing scenes, she's been the initiator.
It could be he got no game. I mean, he really doesn't. So
I think that has to do with the climate nowadays, because of they don't want to say that men can't be pushing girls.
You know what's funny? It's funny you mentioned that, because this is a quick segue. So I was listening to Force of Light, and they was talking about the Sleeping Beauty thing that got canceled again, and they were like,
the Snow White thing.
No, yeah, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, same difference. They both get the freaking kiss, whatever, right? And there's like, would you like? They put the question that did you ever do that? Well, if you're at the point where you're dating somebody, it should almost be like they were saying, like, oh, would you have to say, oh, can I kiss you now? That's how, like,
oh my god,
like that to me, I know that would turn off. Like that would basically like dry up all your freaking ovaries if a dude say, hey, can I kiss you now? I'm like,
oh my god,
you'd be like Just total retraction. So I'm like, if you're in the zone with your lady, it should be almost a mutual thing that you know is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just like it shouldn't be like a guess. It should be like, okay, we in the zone. 5 second
Yeah.
Frencher, reach around. See where it goes.
No, I agree, but I think you're right, Jane, because I didn't really notice it until you said that. But these are the little SJW things about the show that like they've kind of just very briefly kind of snuck in there. And that's why it's like it's almost like the perfect show until it's not, because you're like, oh,
Right.
these little things like just bug you. 'Cause
Man,
you're like,
y'all bringing up all these little things I wasn't even thinking about. I'm like, I didn't even think about that. Jane pulling out all the freaking errors. Like she come with the red marker when you taking a test.
Right.
Like wrong, 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 wrong.
Sure. Senna says Cecil's the best character.
Yeah, I like
Cecil's best
Cecil.
character. I really like
Good.
Cecil too, and I hope that we in later seasons find out why he got his scar, because I think that's interesting to me.
Hopefully it's not a cat.
Oh
Oh
God.
my god.
Or what do they call it? A flirkin.
Oh my God, that's so annoying. I also really like this guy, and I was kind of sad that he he went out.
I wonder
The
who
way he
he's
did.
based on.
This scene was fucking annoying. I was like, why are you doing this to this guy? Like he's one of the best characters. And then
Yeah, no.
they're like, we're gonna send you to hell now because you're just problematic for us. It made no sense.
That like honestly, this part right here actually did annoy me because like, bro, why would you get rid of a trump card, dude?
Yeah.
Like this dude is gonna go ham. If he could get rid of the Guardians of the Globe, the only one from the Guardians of the Globe that he's gonna have a problem with is what's his name? Oh my God, the Immortal, because he's literally immortal.
Senate says, I read some comics that I can assure you it's not a cat. It wasn't a cat in the freaking actual Marvel story either, though. That's
No.
the thing. They changed
Nick
that.
Fury's eye, the original Nick Fury. This is one of the downsides about. I mean, I love Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, but he is a race swap character. So the reason why the reason
I thought
why
he was
it
a
doesn't
kid.
make sense. What?
I thought he was the son of the original Nick Fury.
No, he is Nick Fury.
That they changed that now, but the original Nick Fury is just about as old as Captain America. He takes a version of the super soldier serum, which slows his aging. That's how they keep these people alive. And his brother was in Hydra, and his brother is the one who clipped him in the eye.
Oh, see, that's way cool. Way cool.
Yeah. This is why I say this is why I say the downside about having Nick Fury be black is that his brother wouldn't have been able to be in Hydra because his brother would have been black. And you know what I'm saying?
You could have had a half brother.
Well, that is true. That is true.
half brother or like
A step brother or something like that. But even then, you talk about the
or
1940s.
like an actual brother, but like they're gonna make him like a self-hating black that had to join Hydra because he wanted to infiltrate.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
But that's how the original Nick Fury got his eye lost is from his
But how
brother.
did they get to a freaking cat then?
Because these idiots think it was cool. Oh, it's a little flirt. Mother. Oh, you got
Jane,
it in the eye.
you didn't see it?
No, I thought it was stupid, but now that I know how it actually happened,
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
even stupider.
Yeah, it's
that's
so
why,
stupid.
That's why it annoys me when I see stuff like. See, this is the downside when, even like with this, because I know there's people who actually read the Invincible comic, right? And then when they translate it and they don't have things the same, it kind of annoys people. The one thing that I know for a fact, because I didn't read the comic, but I know Young Ripper did. He said the one thing that was basically almost panel for panel was the Flashpoint animated movie. And that movie, for me as a normie, I love that. So, and him as somebody who read the comic, he loved it. So this is the one thing I always say. Like, if you translate something, even if you go panel for panel on something, the normies are going to like it anyway, because I'm a prime example of it. I didn't know much about the Flashpoint, and I saw Flashpoint, and I loved it. I don't know much about Invincible, and I see this, and I love it. So I'm a normie when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? So if you just put the damn thing out how it's supposed to be, I think you're gonna make that much more money.
But see, and that's the thing too. In the Nick Fury thing, from what I understand, they liked him better, or they liked Samuel L. Jackson better as the character. But it's like and he was great as the character, but they had to do
doubt. I
that
did
one
tell
little
him.
thing to make his story worse. It's
Yep.
like you just can't help yourself.
Exactly.
Hey, just notice this is another biracial couple. It was the couple buying the house. Just saying.
So, but yeah, you're right, Jayne. That's the one thing they couldn't let Nick Fury be badass, through and through. They had to knock him down a peg.
Yeah.
They had to. Because think about this, in that movie, while he was outperforming Bree, they made him less than Bree in the storyline.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing I wanted to know about. Like, how did he get himself in this?
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't really explain why this dude was so
That's the actual
messed up.
robot.
Yep. But they didn't really explain like why, because he was like they said he put himself in that, and I was like, well, how? Like why?
Right.
I'm
Correct.
guessing it was a failed experiment in terms of like putting himself into AI, because that's what he seems to be into.
Or
I don't know.
it could have been he was born a deformed child, but he had a super. Oh, so there's no keepers. No, it's not my fault. Internet problems, not mine. I think this is what I can kind of take from this is that he was born this way, and he's deformed, obviously, but he had a super smart brain, and he, in order to keep himself alive, he made this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So Grumpy says, I think he was born that way too.
Yeah.
All right.
makes
So seems like he was born. All right, that makes sense. Okay, so then we see this, like, this scene was weird to me though. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Because I was expecting Robot to be evil and like gaining consciousness and being like just like totally evil, like just behind
Be
everything.
like Ultron.
Yeah. Just like I'm gonna fuck over this world, like fuck the humans. But then it turns out to be this fucking ugly thing, and I was like, what the hell is this? Shit. Like, this thing's fucking ugly.
Nina
Man.
with the freaking cuss words is great.
It's
I'm
Freaking
so-
hot.
I'm sorry. It was what the
freaking
hell?
hot.
Like, what is this shit? I was like, ugh.
Don't stop. I love it.
Okay, so next episode, we're halfway through now. Episode 5. And we could just kind of speed it up if you guys want. Just tell me if you want me to skip to any point or anything like that.
I mean, it's your show.
Hey, it's your time as much as it's my show. So if you guys want to take off sooner than later, this is how it's going so far.
I mean, your boy's a bit spent, but let's keep going.
Okay.
Oh, somebody got something in the private chat. What we got here? Okay, got you.
Wait,
Gotcha.
I don't see it because I was sharing screen. Oh,
Look
okay.
at the warning.
Oh yeah, this is funny. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh god, here we go. This is gonna be some Dragon Ball Z shit up in here. And then I was interested that it wasn't. So okay, so this is the cool episode about this dude. So we'll just kind of really briefly go over this because it's kind of like a side story. So long story short, he is
He's pretty much like, I think the way I see him, he's kind of like Nick Cage, but gangster, because he's bulletproof.
kind of, I guess that's what he was. So he's working with this dude, or for this dude, I should say. And this guy's like, basically, I own you because he gets him to get this chip for him because he's also like a cyborg or whatever, so that he can see everything he does and everything like that. And he's like, I own you because I'll just like fuck your family over if you refuse to work for me. And so he has to kind of like pull a con, right, to in order to get to this dude, which I actually didn't really expect. Like, I didn't expect him to hire this dude and do what he did.
Yeah.
So that was all very interesting. And so he ends up recruiting. Oh, this scene was really cool too, by the way, when they stopped that asteroid.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. That was a cool scene.
I must have missed this one. I might have stepped away from that.
What, when he stopped the asteroid?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, there you go. That's what he does. Stops the asteroid. And that's like, Omni-Man was telling him, that's like nothing. I stopped one that was like a size of Texas the other day. And he's like, what? So that was that. There she is getting bitchier and bitchier.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, that right there is annoying me. Like the whole thing about it, and especially when she said she knew, why you acting like that? Why?
I don't think she knows yet. To be fair, I don't think she knows
yet. She probably doesn't know yet, but just the fact that even though she knew, this is all leading up to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you still acting like that? Come on.
I hate it.
Possessive though.
Look at her. She's always so mad.
Yeah, it's like, you're not that serious.
They only been dating for a few weeks. Like for real. Like, it took. Think about this. It took like him getting beat up, all kinds of nonsense. Because obviously that was before he got his powers.
Yeah.
Him getting beat up, his friend giving her the number, and then you like, now you acting like this. Like, you wasn't even into this dude like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't even into him like that.
Exactly.
She wasn't.
She was barely into him.
Exactly. And then you acted like this, like, for what? Come on now.
Yeah, and then he's always bringing her stuff too. Like, he's sorry, and he's like brings her cake and like all sorts of shit, and
she's still mad.
She's all mad. She was mad.
So again, they say she was not like this in the comics
at all.
Yeah.
That really pisses me off.
No, apparently she was a nice white girl in the comics.
That's racist.
This scene was so sweet though, like with his daughter and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was a really sweet scene. And then, you know, he hires Invincible. Oh my god, and her relationship and dynamic with her parents was funny. Because like the dad's all like, I don't want you to be a hero, and she's like, get out of here, Dad, I'm leaving. Like, just so after school special. I was like, what is happening? Like, it was a little extra. I thought.
What her powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, if she was more trained, I think she could be a real problem for Vulturemites, because her powers are she could rearrange atoms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All she needs to do is rearrange their insides. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad you are. If your insides ain't good, you ain't good. That's
Especially
that
if
simple.
their DNA is as close to humans as they say.
Yeah.
And she should definitely be able to do that.
Grumpy Old Ninja says he was like Amber's pet in a way. She was a much better character before the race bend. Why is representation this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just terrible. This is why Hollywood's racist, and they just can't get out of that weird racist thing. He plays a Scarlet Witch, basically. See, I thought she was more like I didn't really even think about Scarlet Witch until you just said that, because I thought she was more like Invisible Woman, because she does that, like the she creates the shields and everything like that, and like
it's almost like she's a combination of both, but Scarlet Witch can alter reality.
Yeah,
not really alter atoms. I mean, technically speaking, when you alter reality, you are kind of sort of altering atoms too.
Right.
But yeah, she's like a combination of Invisible Woman and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, and Jubilee, because she does this weird, like, this shit with her arms. Like, she's I don't know. 60 hype like. Oh my god. Wait, what was the promise that you gave? You made promises.
I did make. Are we at 60?
Was it 60 or was it 70 that the
it was supposed to be?
was
It was
made?
supposed to be 75. I said.
Oh, okay, 75. All right, we can get it to 75. We're still going. We're still going.
Hold on, I gotta reset my screen. Oh yeah, we had 65. Yeah, 10 more.
Ooh, 10 more likes. Wow. Okay, that's awesome. Okay. So a couple side stories here as well, like with her story, and basically leaving her parents. He's flying much better now, keeping up with jets and everything. So he goes down, he gets hired, but well, not hired, but gets that was really funny part.
Yeah, when he was
Flying.
carrying them.
That was really funny. Um, he tells them that this guy's like running a drug deal, that he needs to help the little people on the planet, not just care about what's going on up there and like rescuing them from asteroids and stuff, that he needs to do stuff on the streets, which kind of also makes sense, right? Like that humanity, we're all very flawed and there's a lot of crime going on. I
Yeah.
guess he was like asking him to tap into his inner Batman and actually do things for the community.
Mm-hmm.
um, Omni-Man's not having any of that though. He's very against him doing anything for that guy. I
Mm-hmm.
wonder if it's because he really doesn't give a shit about the community and everything like that, or is because
He
he
doesn't care
knows
about
he's
them.
gonna get his ass kicked by those superheroes, which he does.
I think
It's
it's
not even not
partly.
you mean the super villains.
I meant
Those
I
weren't even.
meant the sorry, I meant the super villains. Yes.
I think it's partly that he doesn't care, but also, like he said himself, he thinks that those people in that particular mission would be beneath their race, their species to even engage in.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think too.
So, like, why would you? Those are ants by comparison.
This was funny. I agree, Jane, because the robot is this the scene where the robot was just like glitched and like not doing anything? It was just like he's just like standing there.
Yeah.
I don't know if this
Yeah.
was that scene or not, but that was a funny scene. So then all this bullshit happens. She's all worried about her son. She's taken off. Oh, and then they talk about like Adam Eve is giving her advice, kind of like,
Well, this is where they're going to take it to the soup kitchen.
right.
Yeah, she's going to take it to the soup kitchen.
All right. Yeah.
So this part I actually like because this actually also opens the door for another person that I think is going to be, even though so here's the deal. I think that all these people that we're seeing will be, regardless if they're heroes or villains, they're going to be the front against the Vulturemites. I think that's what's going to happen.
Even the villains, yeah,
Yep.
because they do show them in the end, right? Like they
Yep.
kind of like show a
Correct.
whole bunch of them, and I was like,
Yes.
huh, is this like the next army that we're gonna need
Yeah,
to
well,
help?
I think this is going to end up have to happen because think about this. It's almost kind of like
Mm,
even though people have their feelings about the Snyderverse or whatever, but if you look at the nightmare scenario where
mhm.
all of them had to team up because Superman became evil,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's basically what I'm thinking is going to end up happening is that being that Omni Man has been outed as being the bad guy,
Mhm.
everybody's going to have to team up to go after him, not just the heroes.
Makes
Mm.
Which,
sense.
by the way, the heroes that they have are relatively, they're rookies.
They are rookies.
So
They
I mean,
are.
they was helping out people on lower levels. They weren't doing, you know,
I mean, they
big
got their
time things.
freaking ass kicked in this episode.
Oh yeah,
I
they
didn't.
got destroyed.
I didn't expect them to get their ass kicked, but this was a funny scene too, with them actually duplicating them. All I mean, cloning themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, there's the robot. Finally, kind of explains to them what's going on, why he broke him out of jail, that he wants like some sort of cloning done. So they're like, "Oh, okay." And then he holds the vial up, and we know what that's from.
Correct.
The blood of that dude. And meanwhile, is this the scene that she sends
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
yeah,
finds
she sends them to get that pizza and like or like the wine, like the vegetables and stuff. I was like, this bitch, he's like coming home with all the shit. Why is she so stressed? But she finds But she finds this suit with the blood on it, which again begs the question: why didn't he destroy it? Like, does he
Yeah, I
Right.
want
don't
to
know
get caught?
why. I have no idea. That does there anybody in the chat knows why he kept that? Like, cause he easily could have freaking taken that and threw it into the sun.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, or
I,
like, put it in Mount Everest or wherever, man. Fucking burn it. Like, who cares?
yes, I said throw it into the sun. No human is ever getting in there.
No, but I mean, did he want to get caught? Like, was this part of his plan? Like, did he just not give two fucks anymore? I don't know. I don't know. This was all very weird because I was like, why didn't he get rid of it?
Why didn't he even wash it?
Exactly.
He didn't even wash it. Like, he's just like, whatever. So then this is where they get their ass kicked, I think. Oh no, this is the
Yeah,
soup
this
kitchen
is
scene.
the soup kitchen. But
Her
yeah,
hair is
He
getting
doesn't show
more
up.
weird each episode.
okay. So now this is the dude that I think is gonna be a serious situation.
Yeah, the
This
lion
guy
dude?
right here, the lion.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I think he can probably take a Viltrumite.
He seems pretty freaking strong. I don't think he can take a Viltrumite. Cause
Because
that
he says
Warhammer
like these
chick,
guys are weak.
yeah, but that Warhammer chick was pretty fucking strong, and
Yeah.
she got freaking owned.
Yeah.
So I don't
Well,
know.
she still is on a human level, but this guy's an alien, just like Omni Man. Or he might even be from another dimension. Who knows?
Hazachaka doesn't remember why he kept the suit in the comics. He places sentimental value.
Yeah, I killed everybody with this one. Maybe he wanted to show his fellow Viltrumites. Be like, yeah, this is the blood of all the people I wiped out.
Maybe he wanted to
Top.
clone them at some point.
Yeah, who knows?
That'd be funny.
This guy, the guy with the battle axe, he seems like he's gonna be a problem.
He seems like it. They got their freaking ass handed to them, though. Like, I was
Yeah.
like, man, I was not expecting Invincible to get his ass kicked so hard.
Yeah,
And then they show up and they get their ass kicked.
yeah.
It was like, it was kind of unbelievable. I was like, what the fuck? Why
Now
are they so
here's the
deep all of
deal.
a
Like
sudden?
I'm trying to figure out like why did they come? When I first saw this, I saw his dad floating up there, and I'm thinking that he called him.
That's
I
what
don't
they
know.
said. No, they said we got an anonymous call from someone, and that's why he came. So he put in the call to Cecil.
Mm-hmm.
That scene was really cool with the robot doing its fucking crazy robot shit. I was like, that's cool. He's like Terminator. Man,
That was
again,
brutal.
they got their fucking ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
That was nuts. This whole scene was freaking crazy. And then and then this bitch is all, where is he?
Mm-hmm.
And he's on the fucking ground dying.
Yeah, and it's crazy that she got the phone call, right?
Yeah.
So she probably like to me it's like, man, you opening up a can of worms there because you're like, oh yeah, the side chick is getting the phone call, not the main chick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Because that's what happened. It's the side chick. The side chick, yo, oh yeah, he was in the car accident. Like, how you getting the phone call and not me? You know what I'm
right?
saying?
It was totally like that. But like
Yeah.
she got the call. She's like, I got a call from my other friend. So like
Yeah.
she just went down the chain of people like to call.
Correct. She
her.
just
Like,
been, yeah.
she wasn't even like near the top of the list. Hey Curtis, good to see you. So sorry, I haven't caught up with the chat, but okay. Now, yeah, so this dude was cool. He's kind of like the kingpin now. That's
Yeah.
kind of dope. I love that. And he's all like, he's really fucking badass. Actually, I really,
I like that. I like the fact that threw me for a loop.
I did too. I like that. It was
Wait,
definitely.
go back to that one. I didn't see it. Mr. Grayson. Who's that? I'm trying to think.
This was, God, what was this? Jane, help me out here.
M. Grayson. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Mark's blood. They were trying to figure out how to kill Omni-Man.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out how to kill Omni-Man. So they got the blood from the kid that is super injured right now, and they're trying to test stuff with it to see if they can kill Omni-Man.
Oh, I see.
That's smart.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh.
The only problem is that he's not pure blood.
No, he's not.
So that could affect the results.
Yes, it could. And I think it did because they couldn't figure out how to kill him. They could not figure it out at all. Okay. So then we start episode. Oh my god, this scene was hilarious. Demonjanai, what did you think of this scene? Why did I think of you when I saw the scene? I have no idea.
Because you, for some reason, you equate degeneracy with your boy. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. I mean, this kid though was so dumb. He's all, I've got a big, like, giant, what's it called? Money in my account, inheritance. And I was like, dude, shut up. Someone's gonna kidnap you. And it happened. Mind you, I didn't think he was getting kidnapped because somebody wanted to make a robot out of him. I thought he was getting kidnapped because he had money and they wanted it. But man, this was brutal. This whole
sick.
Yeah.
It was insane. I mean, at first I thought it was the robot dude. I was like, he's doing weird robot things. He's trying to turn humans into robots.
So now, you know, going full circle, we know why he was so concerned with her.
Yeah, he's like in love with her.
Yeah, I know.
Poor little robot. I mean, poor little girl, that the beast girl.
So weird.
Yes, this guy,
was
them
weird.
shocking him, giving him his power back, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was all weird. The robot's all like acting like a human. Has more feelings than Omni-Man. That also kind of makes sense because it's actually a human. He's all fucking pissed now. Look at that. Look at that flex. He's like, fuck you, man. Oh, and then she's all, oh my god, you got so hurt. I don't know what that was.
But then she still's mad. Look.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's all mad.
That
Like he's literally injured and she has an attitude still.
Look, here's the thing that gets me. She knows that he was in the car accident, and then like this whole conversation was almost like a breakup, right? It's almost like it's
very
like almost
close.
it's like all the time. Every time you're having a conversation with her, it's almost a breakup. I'm like, you know what? We're done. I would have been like, you know what? We're done.
Yeah, how many times do you have to threaten to leave before the other party's just like, you know what? Bye.
Yeah, see
like,
ya.
How your boy Freddie Prinze do it? Girl, bye.
Wait, did they kiss each other? Oh, he kissed her this time.
For the first time.
Yeah.
First time. Kissed her. I do like her nail polish. I'm not gonna lie. It's just the little added things. I like those things. I like it when there's like attention to detail and certain things. I really like this character too.
Yeah, he's a cool character.
He's a cool character. I really liked him.
The gay best friend.
Yeah, openly
He
gay
reminds
best
me.
friend.
He reminds me of one of my old assistant managers. This guy was a freaking. He was all the way out. Like there was no denying it. And he was funny though. That dude was funny. Some of the stuff he would say, I'm like, I could never say that. But being that he was, gay, he was saying some gay. I can't even repeat what he was saying. Like because we were both managers, and he was just a senior manager above me just because he had more experience. But we was in the back office, and like some of the stuff he would say about chicks, he'd be like, bro, I'm like, yo, you wildin'.
Oh my god.
But he was all the way out. There was no denying that he was gay. Like zero.
This was a funny scene too, them checking out his butt as he was walking away. I was like, that's funny. Then
girls do that all the time.
It's true, we do. She leaves her house and she's like, bye you guys. Oh my god, I need to get out of here. Parents won't let me be a superhero.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie though. I love what she did her with her
With her
Her
pad,
getaway
I
house.
freaking loved her house. That was
Yo, that
freaking
reminded me of
awesome.
something from Kashyyyk. It
Yeah,
did.
it was so cool.
Like a
The
Wookiee.
second I heard this guy talk, though, I was like, clearly this dude is the psycho that's
Oh,
kidnapping
yep.
people and turning
Yep,
them
me
into
too.
robots.
Yep.
That
That
was
that was like on the nose. This guy, like this
yeah,
guy.
right away, right away. I was like, oh, okay, so it's not poor robot. It's this fucking weird dude that's into some weird shit. Um,
Yeah,
okay,
like
yeah. So this is when she makes her
the
house,
the
which
Kashyyyk
is
house.
so cute. I mean, she makes it so cute too. Like she has like flower stuff, and I don't know.
So
Yo, her powers
apparently
is
in
dope.
the
I'm not gonna lie. That's a power I wouldn't mind. Alternating atoms. That is dope.
I just
in
didn't
the
understand how she got
comic,
electricity in there.
apparently in the comic she flies to Africa.
Oh,
So by making the house in that African style, it's like a callback to that.
oh, that's interesting. Oh, and apparently we got 70 likes. Yay!
Oh wow. I don't even have to think. Let me go back in and just see here what we got here.
Sweet. We get
Nice. Let me
or
reset my screen.
if we get 5 more, he's supposed to reset his screen, right? Didn't you say 75?
Yes. Yep. 75.
Sweet. All right.
5 more. Look at that. Let's do it, baby.
I
We
want to
can do
live
it.
there too. That treehouse is dope.
Yo, that right there is nice. I won't even lie.
I really didn't understand how she got electricity in there though, because she did have electricity in there.
She could look her abilities is to rewrite atoms, so she could make.
Oh, she can make
something
electricity?
you would think she could just all she got to do is make something that creates that can create electricity and then just plug it into it.
Oh, Grumpy Old Ninja says that dude actually came off creepier than he did in the comic. Yeah, I don't know why they changed the location of the treehouse.
They probably didn't want her to go too far.
Yeah. Because this is closer to her house, basically. Well, not
Right.
close to the house, but I think it's like in the same state at least.
Oh wait,
Now
they
this section.
kissed
All right,
each
this,
other again. Who's
see,
doing
who
it?
does
Hold
it?
on, let's
Who
see.
does it?
Oh, this
That's
is
a double.
mutual.
Mutual.
A double one, yeah.
Mutual kiss. Okay.
It's funny y'all two pointed that out. I was not looking at that at all. That was like something that was like way low on the totem pole for me. All right, so this portion annoys me
Why?
because what she does after it.
Oh, yeah, me too. I hate
Because
her
at
after
this point, now from this point here, they broke up.
I think
And-
she
and then when-
knew. I think from
No,
this point
exactly,
on, she knew.
because look, they broke up from this point. So the next time he talks to her, she's like, "Oh, I knew."
Yeah.
So you knew then. Why are you breaking up with him? Clearly, he had to come there and fight this guy. What are you doing?
she knew, and even if she found out later, like she realized later, she would have had to been like, "Oh my god, if he was that guy, that means he saved me and like would save my life, and I love him. Oh my god!" But no. I thought this dude was so dead.
Yeah, I don't like what they did to my boy there. See right
There
here,
it
this,
is.
What
this
is
annoys
she
me.
crying for?
Because she thinks he was a coward that left. Like she was like, "You left us. You ran away."
Come on,
And she's like,
can you like look. Okay, I know this is superhero stuff, right? I know this is comic superhero stuff, but if you know Invincible is, I don't know, you know that there's a hero named Invincible, and then you just happen to be with your boyfriend, and it just happened to be at the campus, a campus that's nowhere near the city, nowhere nothing, and then he just so happens to pop up around the same time that your boyfriend disappeared.
Exactly.
Put 2 and 5 together and come up with 55. Okay, come on, let's go. Let's do it.
"Oh my god, I know, right?" Like she was so dumb. I was like,
That was
"Dude,
this
come on."
part. This right here is when I really stopped. I really disliked this character at this point.
Yeah,
was
me
dumb.
too. I was like, "You're dumb. You're really dumb." And then
And she
I
had to know.
she had to
Even
know.
even his best friend figured it out instantaneously. This is what his friend finds out.
I actually got really annoyed with Invincible in this episode too, because I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
Yeah,
Like-
he was going to go. He's basically simping.
Yeah, he was simping while, like, and
He
this-
could have
this
saved his
scene was
friend,
cool.
his friend's boyfriend.
Yeah, Yeah, he could have saved the boyfriend, and
Which,
like
by
he
the
was
way, how fast is this dude making freaking cyber zombies? Like, dude's like
pretty
he
fast.
literally kidnapped this dude, and next thing you know, he's all the way freaking zombified. Come on, man.
Yeah, he
How
was making
fast
them.
are you?
He was making them pretty fast, but and so fast that once they recruited him in the end, I mean, they had a freaking zombified army within instants because that dude was a genius basically, and as soon as he got some resources, he had a freaking giant army.
Yeah.
Um,
But
that
what the government was doing though, they were reanimating dead soldiers.
dead
Mhm.
soldiers.
They weren't you know, doing it to live people.
I don't think they were dead because that guy said
No,
they're
they were.
doing their thing one last time.
No, they were dead.
They were
I'm thinking
dead.
they were dead. Yeah.
Oh. Were they dead, Jay?
Or at least
They were
dying.
definitely
Or at
dead.
least dying. I think they had to be alive, but they probably been, maybe they got, wounded in war or something, and it's a
I-
fatal blow, and maybe it's okay. Listen, we could do this for you. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah.
Right.
I think
At
they're
this
just
point right
showing
here, I'm
advances
thinking,
of their technology.
What's that?
I think they're just showing how advanced the technology is and what they can
Yeah,
do.
yeah. I'm thinking at this point, I'm thinking the freaking uniform maker is a dead mother.
Yeah,
effer.
I totally
thought he
thought the
was dead.
uniform maker is dead. I was like, dude, that dude is gone.
DEAD.
Yeah,
Dead.
gone. Finish him. And that didn't happen. I was very, very shocked
Mm-hmm.
that didn't happen. Oh, she's helping people, just random people. She's such a hippie. She's all like, I'm just gonna help people.
you make her so bad. I think she's one of the better characters in this.
I love her. She's my favorite character to watch tonight, but it's just stupid as fuck though. She's like, I'm gonna go like help people grow some grapes with my fucking power while
That's a good use of power.
it's true.
I wish I could grow some grapes. That'd be
Make some
great.
wine.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, and she did stop a giant boulder from killing.
She's doing superhero stuff.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
doing the Lord's work. Well, I mean, superhero stuff. Meanwhile, these people are fucking like growing this shit in a vat, and they're like making a deal with this robot, and I'm just left wondering what the hell's going on. Oh, and then she starts macking on this guy like right away.
Again, like I said, they just been dating for maybe 5 months, and he's sour like that. Psh, Come on now, like that's a little too fast to be all up in that. I'm just saying, a little too fast.
This
think
guy was so
they-
brave to go down here. I would not
They
have
were
gone down there.
moving. All of them were moving too fast for teenagers. Did they forget that they're teenagers?
Would you guys
Well,
go
that is
down
true.
a sewer to look for somebody by
No.
yourself?
No, no.
I would never do this. And if that doesn't make me heroic, that's fine. But I would never do this. I really don't give a shit.
I remember the first time I came to visit my cousins in New Jersey. We hanging out, and they decided we split up, and I'm with a bunch of people, and they decided, oh, we're gonna go down this road. I'm like, yeah, I'll see y'all later. Cause I'm coming from Brooklyn. You want me to go down a road that's wooded and dirt and just a dirt road? I'm like, pass.
Yeah, yeah.
So
no
I'll
shit.
pass. Thank you very
Hard
much.
pass. This is the scene where I thought this guy was gonna just lift this guy up and throw him
I
off
thought
the
you were
roof.
just like, oops.
Yeah,
Oh, you
sorry.
fell off. Sorry.
But that didn't happen. And then she's all up into this guy's situation, and
And he's out there following her.
this all was dumb. And then he goes down there and he basically rescues the boyfriend. The boyfriend kind of still had a connection to that
Yeah,
guy.
because he did it so fast, and I'm like, that's what I'm saying. How fast is dude making zombies, bro?
Wait, so does this guy still have his mind though? I feel like
Yeah,
he
he
still
does.
does.
Yeah.
That was really funny because he like broke his jaw.
Yo, his jaw is effed.
Yeah. Like this.
I didn't realize you paused it. Oh my god.
Well, you didn't see that the first time.
No, I
laughed
saw it,
my
but I'm just, I
ass
didn't think
off.
about it. I didn't think about
I didn't think you paused it again like that.
His jaw was totally fucked. I was like, oh my god. That was so funny. They take him away. She's all emo. Oh, look, there's a pretty house. Look at her house. It's so pretty.
Yo, that house is dope. I ain't gonna lie.
I love it.
I get a PlayStation, put a little screens there so no bugs come in, I'll be good.
Okay, this is the other scene where I was like, oh shit. Is she gonna die now? Like, thought for a second he's gonna like do what he did to this wall to her chest. Like,
Right.
but he didn't. And then he went and sat there like this, which was weird.
So
man.
here's what I think. This is me. Because there's a couple things that made me think of this particular thing. I think that he is a Viltrumite soldier. He's there to do what he's going to do. But even though he was saying what he was saying to his son, because in the long run, he will outlive all of them. But I'm thinking he was doing a lot of that to be mean, just to throw his son off balance. You know what I'm saying? I think he does love his wife. Because if he didn't, why would he do that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he loves her or not. I don't think he's capable of love, personally. But then again, he does shit like this. And I'm like, well, is he just fucking upset that he got caught? Or that he got caught? Or that he really has to come out now? And like, you know. Hey, this is that kid. I didn't realize it until right now. This is that kid at the beginning, remember? I didn't realize. What the fuck were they doing here? What the hell?
Oh.
I don't remember this scene.
I do.
What was happening here?
I don't know what they did with that, though. Like, they just left that blank.
Did they? That's another thing.
They're supposed to be finding some skull or whatever or something. I don't know. Some mystical power. I have no idea.
Yeah, they think they can gain powers by drinking from the skull of some dead.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. 200 Watt Studios, hey, says, hey gang, love the shirt. Nina, goes with your smile. Aw, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I love Zelda.
Yeah, did you ever see that one stupidity? Like, what if Zelda was a girl?
Yeah, I have that shirt too. Oh no, actually, I have a shirt that says it's like Link, and it says "I'm not a girl" or something like that.
Yeah, no, this
I'm not
one,
Zelda.
Yes, this one had "What if Zelda was a girl?" I'm like, you idiot, Zelda is the girl.
Yeah, dummy. Zelda is a girl. Yeah, I have a shirt.
I don't even play the Legend of Zelda, and I know that.
Yeah, I have a shirt where Link is holding up the sign that says "I'm not Zelda" on it.
Yeah, exactly. Because Link
really
is not Zelda.
No, but everybody thinks he is. Poor guy. He's always been like misgendered.
Did you just assume Link's gender? Did you?
Oh my god. Okay, so we're on the final episode. Yay, because the stream is fucking 3 hours long.
Are you not entertained, Nina?
I'm so
Are you not entertained?
I'm so entertained. Thank you for joining us, Demogena. It's been really fun.
No, thank you. If I wouldn't have joined you here, you know what I've been forced to do, right? So I just give you a little cliff notes. I bought a couple things to kind of spruce up my room a little bit.
Oh wait, I skipped an episode. We're not on this.
You sure did.
Oops.
Oh, did she?
You did.
Yoicks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little changes in my room. Not really much, just a little things that you probably wouldn't be able to see anyway. But got me a new carpet and stuff. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Change is always nice.
Yeah, but I gotta rearrange some stuff though. So I'm gonna be. I would start doing this now, but I think my neighbors might be a little pissed off. They started me moving furniture around. So.
Okay, so here we go. Wait, what's going on with her? Why is she so sad? Oh yeah, they had a fight. So yeah, this is basically when she figures it out that there's definitely something going on. This dude's fucked. They're broken up. They're broken up, and he's all simping and shit still.
Yeah, he's simping, and then his boyfriend just. If anybody's supposed to have a situation, it should be his friend. His friend just got turned into a freaking cyber zombie,
Yep.
and like, what the hell? Like y'all sitting there acting, you acting all kind of crazy and stuff.
Yeah, like that should be the topic of conversation.
Exactly, like bro, like we're gonna, the guy got here, and Cecil, he's gonna try to take care of him, blah blah blah. At least give your friend some confidence. But I think his boyfriend might end up being a superhero, like almost like a cyborg.
I hope so. I love how Eve makes coffee.
Oh, yeah.
I was so into this scene. This scene was so awesome in every way. I just loved her. I was like, I love you. So girly. He's all, yeah, I killed him. So what? Whatever, man. And she she's like, oh my God, he's crazy. She's also, fuck this. I'm out. I'm out of this relationship, even though I know you're a fucking superhero. Fuck this. This is it. This was
this
it.
right here. This right here is where I lost. I lost it for her. Like that. I'm like, I was tolerating you all the way up to right now, and then like after this, I'm like, yeah, no more.
Joe Dirt says you guys are nerds. We are nerds. That's why we enjoy each other's companies.
Yes, I am. Being a nerd that's what's hot right now. That's what's hot. Being a hustler, a pimp, all that. Well, in my case, being a pimp, but being like a hustler, slinging. That's whack. Nerds, geeks. That's gangster. That's where it's at right now. Nerds.
Hazitaka says, I can fly. Doesn't that turn you on? That would turn me on. I'd be like, hell, take me for a flight. Let's go.
Listen, if my chick could fly, I'd be like, yo, can we smash in the air? Let's see what happens.
There you go. There you go.
And let's smash in the air. Let's go on a cloud and smash. Come on.
Yeah, legit. That's the kind of shit I'll be wondering about too. I'd be like, oh wait, you can breathe in space? Look at her. She gets so mad all the time.
Look at her face.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you so mad, yo?
And then she's happy when she's breaking up with him. I knew you were.
But this is also, keep in mind, this is a dude that she was like coming on too hard in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So now suddenly she wants nothing to do with him?
He brought you a freaking Martian rock.
Check it out. I would have been so Adam Eve right now. I'd have been done with her.
Well, he was.
Like, we're done.
He flew to her, didn't he? Later. They didn't smash though. This was funny. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. Then this whole thing is revealed.
Yeah.
This ugly ass thing is like the robot, and the robot wants to replace himself with this other clone that he's making of with the genetics of that other dude, because the other dude is who Beast Girl or whatever, her Monster Girl, found sexually attractive. Mm-hmm. So that's why he stole his DNA and wanted to look like him. Mm-hmm. Which is in a way very creepy.
In a way, are you kidding me?
It's very creepy.
I guess
that's like somebody taking a lock of your hair and then cloning a Nina.
Dude, this is why I'm getting freaking cremated, because I don't want to be cloned.
It's weird. It's weird that he took it from a teammate, because he's still going to be around this person. So
exactly.
That's the part that's weird, because he's going to say, why does this dude have my face?
Exactly.
Like, come on, like, at least go, like, get some Henry Cavill, DNA or something, this way you get somebody who's, kind of hot for the girls, and then you don't have to look like their teammate.
Right.
He also could have asked, though, because I think the idea of making himself look like her essentially so that they can date or whatever.
Mhm.
It's not completely ridiculous, but you would think he would have at least asked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Or
I
what's
don't
your
think he wanted to take a
DNA
chance that
bank?
he would say no, right? Um,
Get somebody else's DNA.
I agree. He should have gone somebody else's DNA. This was
Mm-hmm.
creepy as shit. But he did it. There he is.
Now, how does this work? Because, I mean, his consciousness didn't transfer, right?
Yeah, it
No,
did
it
transfer. So,
did. It
so
did.
this
He
is what
became a
this is what they were
duplicate.
saying. They were saying with the two brothers or the clones that this is what happens, is especially when it's a totally different one.
Mhm.
It kind of throws you off because you see you. It doesn't necessarily transfer. It actually just makes a copy. It's not like you're
Right.
taking. It's not like you're just saying, "Oh, I want to put all my essence into this person." No, you both still have the
Exactly.
same thing. That's
Mm,
why they can't tell which one's the clone or not, because they literally have the same memories. So
right.
essentially, he's like, "Yeah, you know what you have to do anyway. We knew this was gonna happen." Because
Yeah.
once he came out of that thing, he was gonna die anyway.
Yep.
So it's basically like he's just killing himself and
Yeah, that's what he did. He killed
Yep.
himself
yeah.
from
He
hit
killed
himself in.
himself. He didn't care. So then they get this giant ass robot. Oh, this is when Omni Man goes fucking ape
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Uh, and then just like goes crazy about this house. And then this dude like kind of sacrifices himself for nothing really because nothing really happened to Omni Man at all.
Mm-hmm.
That was a waste. Meanwhile, she's all, "Oh my god, like who am I helping today? You." Um, that was such a lame line. Then he gets his crazy ass robot though. I was like, damn, that's a freaking giant robot. And I thought it was really cool that they were making that gun on the fly. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was dope
Mhm.
because it shows that these guys are not just,
Yeah,
they
exactly. That's what I
don't
said. I
know
like
just,
about them. They're not dummies. They're
yeah,
just
but they don't know just one kind of science. Like they don't know like, oh, okay, we remember how to clone, like make a
mm,
cloning bat or whatever, or how to clone each other. They know how to like on the fly, like make a gun out of like the shit that's lying around. Like
mm-hmm.
they're legit smart. They're not they're not dumb clones. They're like legit.
They're scientists.
Yeah, they're scientists. This dude's fucking mad now. Look at his face.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's like, "Where's
He
my
is
son?"
upset.
where's my fucking son, you little shit? Um, squeeze this car. Did you guys see that car imprint?
Yep.
I don't know if I could pause it on that, but that was funny. So then he goes, oh, this is the scene where he's like, "Why the fuck do you look like me? What the hell?
Exactly.
Fuck is this?" This was actually really funny.
Uh,
Why do you look like me? What the fuck? This is what I would be like
Mm-hmm.
too. I'd be all creeped out, just like him. This was all fucked up. So then they're talking, and Invincible's all like, "I don't want to do hero work anymore because I'm a nerd." And Adam and Eve is like, "Well, I'm gonna do hero work."
Oh,
They try
back
to
that
kill
up
him
real
with a
quick.
satellite.
So the satellite did bleed him a little bit.
Oh, it did, that didn't
Yeah.
it? It
Yeah.
kind of
Look.
did hurt.
Yeah. That did give him a nosebleed.
Yeah, they were
So
like, we blew up like $1 trillion satellite for a nosebleed.
and I was told, not a spoiler, but there is an Achilles heel to them, but I don't know what it is yet.
Oh, well, I'm guessing there's always an Achilles heel,
Mhm.
somewhere for
Yeah,
all.
because it would be stupid if
Like
they were
Superman,
just-
like Superman
yeah,
has
Superman.
kryptonite.
Exactly. So there's got to be something that can hurt a Viltrumite. I mean, when you think about it, clearly on their planet they can kill each other because they did.
They did kill
So
each other, yeah.
so the whole thing is, so I think what you have to get is a weapon from Viltrumite. It can't be nothing.
Oh,
I don't think it could be anything from Earth. It has to be from like metals from their planet that can pierce their skin.
maybe. And he's still mad at this guy. Like, what the fuck, man? This is messed up shit. And she's like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, she did. Like he everybody kind of gets mad at him, but then once they see what goes down, they kind of like calm down.
Yeah, they're
Because
like, well, I
bro,
guess we have more important
Cecil
things to worry about.
Cecil was throwing everything he could at him, man. Look at this guy. He got a freaking photon laser.
I mean, this was dope though because
Yeah.
this dude has literally like no powers, and I really loved how like he was using the teleporter to fuck with this dude.
Yeah.
And I think that they will in different seasons show their relationship. Like I think they'll have like a flashback moment.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
You know, when they were fighting together and things like that, which I would have liked to see more of, like you said, Jayne, so that like this scene would be even more impactful, knowing like how much they've worked together, right?
Yeah.
There you go. $400 billion nosebleed.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, they gave him a nosebleed. Yeah, but I think that's gonna be the trick though. They have to get a weapon from his planet.
Okay, and then they set the zombie fucking robots on him. Did you guys see
Yeah.
this coming? The
I
zombie
kind of
robots?
had an idea that was gonna happen when they took him. I had an idea, but I didn't know they were gonna do. I mean, technically speaking, this guy was doing it that fast anyway. So,
Yeah.
but the whole point of this was just to slow him down so they could get in contact with Mark. That was the whole thing.
Right. Yeah. Jayne, what about you? Did you see these robots coming?
I did not. And I also didn't think it would be very effective.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't either. I mean, did you see what he did to them? He just literally snapped them. That was crazy. But then this was funny though. This guy, oh my god, that was so funny when he's like, and he's just like going crazy because his experiment's basically like failing.
Yeah.
But he's like a crazy scientist, and he's like, get them the fuck out of here. That was hilarious. There was some really
Yeah.
funny
So
moments.
there you
in
go.
there.
This dude right here, where they putting him together.
Oh yeah.
They the
Frankenstein's
ones who brought him back. I forgot it was them who brought him alive. I thought it was Cecil.
Yeah,
I
see,
remember they came upon the kids trying to dig him
oh
up.
yeah, this is what they were doing when they came
were
upon
try-
the kids. They were taking this dude's body.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, now it makes sense.
I didn't realize that that's what they were doing, and I thought that they were working with Cecil. That's what I thought at first.
Yeah.
But then they got him because they wanted to. Yeah, the reason they got him though, they're dumb. Because they got him because they wanted to control him.
Yes.
So that they can use him to kill the robot dude.
Yeah.
My God, they were so stupid. Oh look, he bled again. What was the spell?
This thing right here can beat him up too.
So those robot things did hurt him though, because he's also bleeding here.
No, that's
So-
that's the creature did that.
You think so?
No, look who he's fighting.
Yeah, but it just started. It just showed up. It hasn't.
Maybe it's the
Yeah, he hit him.
constant pressure. Just beating him down constantly. You can't let him heal.
Oh right. Yeah, you can't let
Yeah.
him heal. So yeah, he kind of starts fighting this dude. He was gonna maybe lose though. Like he was.
Yeah, he would have lost, but Mark came and helped him.
Yeah. There he is. And then he's like telling these guys to stay put, which is kind of sus because I mean, if I was those guys, I'd be like, well, what the fuck, man? Like,
They figured it out. They like stay put because once they see they remembered the blood stains. So I think we know what happened.
yeah. And then they were like, wait, we're the last line of defense against Omni-Man. What?
Mm-hmm.
So then this whole thing happens. Oh, I think froze. This was crazy. He's still useless. His dad's like freaking rescuing him.
And look, that position is funny though. He's laid
Yeah,
out.
he was about to get eaten, man. That's funny. That's funny shit.
It would almost be a funny shot to put on the wall.
Yeah, there he is.
So they
He's
finally
putting-
get a hold of the whole thing. Is they finally get? I don't understand why they didn't call up Adam Eve from the jump. But yeah,
Yeah.
they finally get a hold of Adam Eve. And
This scene was cool as shit. I really like this scene.
when they showed the immortal, like his powers, that
and
was
like
dope.
his spirit is being called back to his body.
Mm-hmm.
And like you see like some of the other lives he's lived and everything like that. Like that was really, really cool. And then he sees, and then the final thing he sees was this guy killing him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I gotta fucking kill this dude. He just ripped that thing apart. He was like, you're mind control bullshit's like not gonna work on me. The
No.
hate was so much more strong than the mind control. So he fucking comes back, starts beating the shit out of Omni Man. But Omni Man got the better of him again. Like, you guys think he's gonna come back again?
No, he did. He did come back.
No, but again, because he's
Yes.
dead again.
Yeah, he's an immortal. He's back. If the last part of the thing, they show him put back together. Cecil put him back together again.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I didn't see. I don't remember that.
Man, he put him back together again. I'm telling you, all these people, everybody they're showing is going to be the last line of defense against the Vulture-mites. I'm telling you, it's going to have to happen because they can't. If these people come in and invade, if Omni-Man is a problem, imagine a whole army of Omni-Men.
Yeah.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that is going to be a major problem.
You're going to need every hero, villain, scumbag that you could find to fight these people.
Yep. Definitely. All right, so now we're on the final episode.
Now on the final episode.
Final episode. Well, episode 8. So yeah, he gets fucked over. His eyes are all bloodshot now too. Cause
Yeah, so he actually tells him about Vulture-mite right there.
yeah, he does. That's when he starts to tell his story. Well, son, this is where you actually come from. I wonder if this is like his daddy.
Yo, I mean, just look at how they could
Like-
pile of people they just thrown up
Yeah.
there,
That's
bro.
like half
Pile
the population.
This is like maybe this is Mark's granddaddy.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
He
Like,
looks like
can
him.
you back that up a little bit? Just because I wanted to
Sure.
see if there it goes right there. See, they do have weapons that can pierce their skin on top
This
of their
bitch
own
is just cutting this guy's hand off or head off with her hand.
I know, but that's Vulture-mite to Vulture-mite. But I'm just saying, like, for a human, if they had something that could pierce their skin that's not normal like what they have, I think that would be something for them to use. See, they got the spears and
They
stuff.
got spears.
Some kind of material.
Yo, I didn't even stop that. Yo, that part,
That was insane.
yo, that part that you stopped that at a weird spot.
Dude, I'm going to be fast forwarding over this pretty quickly because I cannot. Oh, there's this race that they took over.
Oh yeah, that's the dude, the space cop. I just realized that. I just
He
realized
plays
that.
4-hour stream, 4-hour stream, 4-hour stream, 4-hour stream. It's going to get to 4 hours probably. It's 3:21 now, so. Thank you, Eclay. Thank you for $5. Probably gonna get what you wish for. So yeah, this is the dude. What the fuck is this thing? I didn't even notice that the
I
first
didn't
time.
realize it either.
The fuck?
Oh, it looks like he's spitting out something that's screaming too. That's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
that's hilarious. Sometimes
didn't
you
even-
notice the weirdest shit when you like.
Yeah,
pause it
I
on
didn't even
screen.
realize that before because you do like freeze frame. So I guess that's Omni-Man before he got Grays.
Yep. This is when he was young Omni-Man. And he's killing all these different species, conquering all these
Conquering.
planets. There's his daddy.
Is that supposed to be his dad?
I'm guessing. Because he's got the same mustache and it's got the same look. I'm guessing it's his daddy, but I don't know. God knows. Look at this chick. She's got like her. I can't pause it right. She's got that weird eye patch situation going on
Mm-hmm.
there.
Which
SJW
means she was
haircut.
injured, though.
Yeah, maybe she was injured.
Yeah.
SJW haircut though. Look at that.
I noticed that the guys all have the mustache, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a thing, right? Look, they all have mustaches.
I never was a mustache kind of guy. Like I always liked either the full goatee or the full beard.
That's interesting. I didn't notice that the first time that they all had mustaches.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes to this planet and then he rescues the mom by accident or something and ends up fathering a child because he smashes her afterwards. And she's
You say it so matter of fact because he smashes her after.
well, he did. They did it. Look at they produced a child. That's what you have to do. It's almost a 4-hour fucking stream. What do you want from me, Dimajana? I can't talk anymore. This. Oh my god, this scene was mental though. I like this scene or this whole episode was really fucked up for me. I was like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Like what is gonna happen here? Like, is he gonna kill his kid? Because I was thinking to myself, he's gonna kill his kid. Oh holy shit. Dodgy app. Holy
Oh, wow.
shit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Says for $48.99. Thank you. Says this was the worst plot point. They decided to kill each other because then they decide to invade other planets and realize they don't have enough people. Yeah, because you killed half your population. We're stupid. I kind of agree with you, but then again, isn't it kind of like being like short-sighted because they were like, we're gonna kill off all of like the weakest people.
Exactly. It was more or less like survival of the fittest, and then they realized that they can conquer other planets. You know what I'm saying?
They were just really short-sighted and dumb as shit. That's basically what it was to me.
Was it that, or was it that it seemed like the logic was we need the strongest possible population, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do that first, and then as the strongest survivors, you can go out and conquer other planets. Was that the logic? I mean,
weren't they conquering planets before that? No, they weren't.
No,
not yet.
So they basically practice a form of eugenics, which, they could have done without murdering half the population, but
they were like, we're gonna send the best of the best to conquer planets, and then that's but then they were dumb because I don't know if they realized what they were doing, because I agree with you. It was a little bit dodgy. That's what it was. They were trying to like, their plot point didn't really make any sense of why this super powerful race would be so dumb as to think that they can just kill off half their population and be like, yeah, let's just go and invade everybody, but we don't have enough people now because we killed ourselves off. Whoops.
But they have plenty of time to reproduce since they live for thousands of years.
Right. Well, why didn't they do that first, though? I guess because they kept killing the ones they did reproduce that were weak.
Yeah, they had to improve the bloodline.
Huh.
So like with the Spartans, when they would throw the sickly children off the cliff.
Oh shit, they did? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they killed the weak.
Actually, yeah, I did know that. That's true. That's crazy. It's like opposite Superman. That's true. But my God, Dodgy App, again, thank you so much for that super chat. That was insane. Insane in the membrane, man.
Woo.
Let me see. Do I have a thank you video? I do. But it's not very nice, but I love you. This is not meant to be in any way a bad thank you. This is just because I love Apu.
Thank you for coming. I'll see you in hell.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate this. Thank you. Okay, so moving on, they start getting into a fucking fight. I mean, I thought he was gonna kill his kid. I really did, but then I was like, wait, this show is called Invincible.
I don't know he wasn't gonna kill him. I thought he was gonna maim him, though.
I think he thought he was gonna kill him.
I think he thought he was gonna kill him too. Wait, what? They killed the weaker. Their weakest could probably murder anyone on Earth without breaking a sweat. That's true. Oh, that's true. That's true. Based. Is this one? Wait, did they get back together here? I don't think they did.
No,
but
he apologized, but I don't think
he apologized. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. This whole episode was really messed up for me, especially that train scene. I was like, God damn.
He was just trying to beat into him compliance and understanding of his perspective.
Yeah.
He was.
Oh my God, this scene was so messed up when he killed this dude.
Oh, Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Just squished his head.
It gets bad from here.
Squished it. Yeah, it just gets real bad from here. He's just like basically showing him how like insensitized he is to all the murder. Like he just kills like everybody just to show him, just to make a point.
Yeah, like these people aren't important. They're animals.
Yeah. Oh my god. I can't. I could not watch that scene again. Demogeny in that scene, I was literally like when I was like watching that scene, I literally had to shut my eyes. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this anymore. And then like until it was over, yeah. What did you guys really feel about the train scene though? Don't you guys think it was a little bit much? I thought it was a little bit much.
So, I guess it's the fact that I'm slightly desensitized to all this nonsense, but I understood for what it was. I took it for what it was. It was like what Jayne said. He was beating compliance. It's like when we really go full force invade, we're going to do this to every human on this planet. So he was just showing them a small taste of it.
Get that, but like, dude, the animation for it went on for too long. Like, I got the situation already.
He's like, it was way too long. Like too long.
Yeah, it was just a little bit over the top. Like, I was like, okay, like I get it. It's the last episode. They wanted to go out with a bang or whatever, but this was just a bit much. It was just a little too intense. I don't know. That's me though. It could be a turnoff for a lot of people. Like, I mean,
I
I'm
understand that.
desensitized too, but it's just like, dude, like you're going to the next level of desensitization here, where some people could check out and be like, I don't know if I'm interested anymore. But
Yeah, I got
It
you.
was so long.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
they did. I'm not gonna lie, like that. The train scene, they could have just did like the first car, and you could have got the idea. They went through the entire car, like all the car.
Exactly. They did the
he like
entire.
clack, holding it by his head. Like I'm like, ooh, wow, ooh.
Yeah, it was a bit much for me. I was just like, dude, I get it. Like I get your point. And then he starts seeing these weird scenes of like,
Yeah.
you know,
So
being
this
an
is the
actual
part
dad.
where I was saying, like, remember where you were saying that when he sat down after he got, once the wife found out, and then when he tells him, "What are you going to have in 500 years after everybody's dead?" He says, "I'll have you." And I
Yeah.
think that right there is like, okay. So my question is, when he leaves here, is he going back to Voltron to come back
Yes, I
and
think
then,
he is.
and then come back with people? Because if he goes there and be like, well, I didn't take over the plan, and like, well, what you doing back? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
Yeah.
think he's going back. I mean, why wouldn't he go back, right? I mean, where else would he go?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the flashbacks you were talking before about thinking that he can't love,
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the little bit of him that can. Because as he was beating his son to death,
Mm-hmm.
he was remembering the good moments,
Mm-hmm.
with
That
his
scene
family.
was really like that was a really epic scene. Like especially that because of
Mhm.
the teeth and everything. Like he's already lost the teeth and he's just like he looks exactly the same, but it's like, oh, I beat the shit out of you. That's why you don't have to.
Mhm.
And he's like, why'd you make me do this? He's like angry at him. He was very angry at him. Like, why'd you make me do this? I didn't want to do this. And like, if you just listen to me, he's just so psychotic. I can't tell if he's like actually feels anything for him other than like
He
the
didn't kill him though.
possessive kind of love, like the possessive kind of love. The only reason he didn't kill him is because he's a Voltramite and he knows that he's still like I don't know. It's his son, right? I don't
Lisa
know.
Roberts says kids don't listen.
Kids don't listen. That's hilarious. Oh my god, it's true. They don't. Happy
I
Mother's
didn't
Day,
listen at
Lisa.
all. I was a hard
Valiant
head.
Renegade for $10 says, late to the party, folks, but I love this show. Like Cobra Kai, it was a total surprise how great the writing and adaptation was. J.K. Simmons was fantastic as Omni-Man, and I totally agree.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I absolutely, 100% agree with you. He was great.
Speaking of Cobra Kai, isn't that coming back out this year? Did they
I
say
think
they-
so.
They,
Well,
they
I
say
don't
they
know.
fast tracking it. I think.
Well, they had started filming a few months ago, so they're probably done now and in post
Mm,
production. So I'm guessing
that's a
it's
great
gonna come
show.
out. That
It
is a
That's a
great
is.
great
show.
show.
Valiant, please say Happy Mother's Day to your wife or your I don't girlfriend, or I don't know what's going on, but I know you have kids, so Happy Mother's Day to their mom,
Yes, no
and
doubt.
and everyone in the chat. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you guys for being with the. Thank you everyone for
Well,
hanging out
Mother's
with
Day is
us.
over now, so.
Is that? Well, it's still 11:05 for me, so
Me
Oh, it
too.
is. Yeah.
Eastern time for you.
Yeah.
There you go. Valiant says Cobra Kai season 4 wrapped, I think.
Woo.
Nice.
Yes, thank you, Valiant. Thank you so much for that super chat. You guys are just so awesome. Thank you. So this one, I don't know, man. You guys. Oh, by the way, this
So
blood scene thing was really cool too, because he
I'm.
was fucking covered in blood, and when he goes into space, the blood like freezes off of him.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
that
yeah.
was dope.
It
I
was
I
like
was
those.
cool.
wondering what that was. Okay, it just froze off of him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like those scenes, like that.
Yo,
Um,
he effed him up, bro.
To a pulp.
Beat the shit. See, I'm good with that. I'm good. Sometimes kids need a beating.
We know the kind of parent Gina would be.
I just
She'd
canceled
be like,
myself.
where's the rod?
I do. I will not spare the rod. I'll tell you that much right
Mm.
now. Valiant says,
Well,
wife together 23 years. She's here. Thank you. Well, there you go. That's
there you go.
lovely, lovely stuff.
Um, yeah, I'm a firm believer in disciplining, but like the whole so me growing up, like most kids in my section of the world, yeah, it was a lot of hitting and yelling. that was discipline. That was discipline. I think the hitting and yelling creates monsters. I've seen
Mm.
it be done. I've seen it be done.
Uh,
There's
we,
a way you
we
can discipline without being crazy about it.
we will get into that conversation another time, Dimaj and I. But that is, I think there needs to be a balance. But we can get into that another time. Dodgy Arab says Omni Man was crying. That's what that water thing is floating in space as he flew off. It was
Mhm.
also the blood, but yes, he was crying. He had tears in his eyes. It's true. I wonder if he actually did care. I don't know. You guys are making me think that he may have cared
I
now.
think you did a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little
No,
bit.
that's why he didn't do the finishing blow.
Yeah, that's why he didn't.
Cause
And
he
he
could have
didn't kill
killed
the
him right there.
wife either. He could have killed the wife.
He sure could have. He could have did that night.
I mean,
He literally could have just flew her up in space, and that'd
and
have been
dropped
it.
her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not even dropped her.
Yeah,
Not
just
even
like
dropped her.
make her
Just let her
suffocate.
float. Just
Yeah.
let her float out there.
Just make her suffocate to death. What a crazy death that would be.
Yeah.
That's a quick and sure way to lose your son forever, though. Like kill his mom,
Oh
Yeah.
basically.
yeah.
Um, although I think he's
That's
already lost.
probably the only reason she was still alive.
That's true. So she's all sad, like, oh my god, I knew
Yeah.
he
That's
was
it's so
awesome.
that exactly like why? Why do I care that you care now? Why do I care that you care now?
This was
Exactly.
so dumb. This was so dumb. Mind you, she is sad for all the people that died, I think, which kind of makes sense because she
Look
is
at
a
that
human being.
destruction.
Yeah, she's kind of sad, like watching this news. I don't think she's like she's probably sad for Omni Boy or whatever, or like Invincible. I mean, but
Omni
um,
boy.
Omni Boy, he should have been called Omni Boy.
Hmm.
Um, but like I think it's just the devastation that's making her even more upset. This was crazy. I mean, they're doing good though. They're being heroes and rescuing people. And he's okay. He was invincible. He did take it and survived. Um, hey, do you guys think Cecil and her are gonna end up together?
Ew.
Right? It's gross, but I think it might
He said
happen.
it's gross, but
I think it might happen. I think Cecil kind of likes her,
I think he does too. I don't think she feels the same way about him though.
but she
I mean,
might.
is that why they made her look so old?
Maybe they want to match him up with her
to
with
make
him.
to make this make sense.
Oh my god. So this whole thing was weird. Cause at first he was all, you ain't washing that blood off, and then they were all like, yeah, you are, and then he was like, all right, I'll join you.
No,
I
it was
didn't. I
basically
didn't
no.
get that.
Now we're a team. That's what he said. 'Cause they all
Yeah, he's like,
threatened
now
him.
we're a team, but that only because they all threatened to fight him over the fact that he didn't want to wash it off. And he was like, okay, we're not gonna fight. We'll just all now we're a team.
They all annoy me.
They all annoy you. This is a cool scene. Okay, so then we got her. She's all emo. This is kind of like
She's
the
always
end
wearing the
scenes.
same outfit.
Huh?
Like she's always isn't that the same outfit she always wears?
Usually she wears this in school, and then she wears that aqua shirt with the nails at her house. Like that's her other outfit. She has that other one. So then they're training. He's dealing with his loss. She's in her house. Interesting pose. They're training again. What else is happening here? Oh, she's at the soup kitchen. They're trying to like humanize her by being all, she's all in tears, you guys. That's great.
She does charity work.
That's great. And then they find out that like
You killing me when you do that.
they find out Invincible is, well, they find out they know each other, like that Invincible is whatever. I was a little surprised that she didn't tell him she's Adam Eve, like this dude.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I would have thought like they're friends, and he already knows who Invincible is, so why would he care that you're Adam Eve? Then they talk about the dad, all that stuff. Oh, this was cool. I forgot about this. They took him to this weird place where it's like actually this place, and they're doing stuff. Have this whole conversation. Oh my god, this was all very sad actually, with his mom crying. Oh, and then this is when this bitch comes back and she's like, take me back. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. So he does take her back. I wouldn't have taken her back. I would have been like, sorry, I kind of like Adam Eve better than you.
Yep.
And then they were like, they're there.
But see, that's the whole thing. I'm telling you, they can't let them break up and then him go with Adam Eve. I'm telling you, they're not going to do that.
Because it'll be, it's racist.
Yeah, I think they make a better team anyway.
Dodgy Art says, I'm pretty sure she does tell him she's Adam Eve. Oh, okay. What's your water supply? What? Okay, so then these two knock back a few and talk about how stupid they were to let his Omni-Man, like basically, pull a wool over their eyes. I feel really bad for the mom, because can you imagine, like, you live with someone and you have a kid with someone and they turn out to be a total psychopath.
A psychopath killer.
Yeah, like that's really fucked up.
I mean, she knew he was an alien. How can you trust them?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't trust robots or aliens. They're fucked.
You don't trust robots or aliens, neither of which are actually real. I mean, well.
Hey, yeah, robots exist.
Yeah, robots, but not to that level.
You don't know
that we know of.
Yeah, you don't know that. So then they're all chilling.
I know everything.
They know he's invincible now, so he's going to meet this alien, and then this alien's like, "Oh my god, dude, your dad is like bad."
No, like, yeah, so what he says is he tells him that
there's a Voltramite on your planet.
On the planet, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's that he said that your planet was tagged for
invasion or something, or occupation or something like that.
He says, yeah, we know now. Says, oh, that's my dad. So he said, oh, that's
the white room is the white to mark because Cecil put something in the American Surprise, so they can't see what is in the room. Yeah, they did. They did do that. That's true. That was cool. I like that little sci-fi.
Like the Matrix.
Yeah, it was like the Matrix, but like
Yeah. Like the room.
but like
where,
different because it's actually there. We just can't see it because of the water supply. And like if we stop drinking shitty water, maybe we could see it. So this dude tells him like you have a Viltrumite on your planet, and he's like, yeah, I am one too, actually. By the way, just
What, now let me ask you a question. That would you like to sit there? Like, if you think if we were ever able to colonize the moon, like within our lifetime, would you do it?
of course, hell yeah, I love the
Yeah, I
moon.
do. I do.
Hell yeah, I would.
I would too. Like, you know what makes me think about? Like, I always think about the. Oh, see, here's the Venoms.
Oh, here's the
They took over Mars.
they took over Mars, man. That's done.
So sad.
That's over. They look fucked up.
Wait, back that up. Why does he look? Why does he look like that? The
The
dad.
thing is on his face.
The thing is, it's on his face. He's
No,
gonna
I'm
control
talking
him.
about the picture of the dad with the knife. The knife is
Oh.
yeah, right there. He's old. Like, where's he at? Like,
I don't know. Whose screen is this? Oh, it's like the Martian screen, right?
yeah. That's what it was.
Cause there's like Martian fingers there.
Yeah, the Martians know who he is. They know Vulturemite.
Well, actually, not Martian. The other guy, because I keep mixing up the Martian with the guy with the one eye. I don't know what that guy is. He's not Martian.
No, he's not. Then there's the
See,
there's
there
the
they are.
aliens.
These are the
There's
aliens.
some survivors of them. Oh, that's what it is. That's them. That's
That's
them who
them.
got the. Because remember, his hair didn't grow that long when he was there. Because he stayed. Remember, their time is different. So he didn't grow a beard while he was there. He destroyed their planet.
Wait, is this the one? Oh, okay, these are the time aliens,
Exactly,
right? Ah, yeah, and they want to kill him, so they're like,
Correct.
"Fuck this dude." That makes sense. And they find out like we gotta go to Earth and kill this fucker. These two dudes, they were awesome. Oh, this dude.
Oh, that's this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and his weird magma rock things.
I don't know which one that
I
one.
don't
was.
remember who the fuck that guy is.
Well,
Oh,
that
this guy.
That guy's gonna be a situation.
That guy is gonna be a situation for sure. These two are back in jail, but they probably won't stay there for long. And then he's got his army of crazy cyborg fuckers. Why doesn't he just give him like here's
I know. He goes a little
here's
out
a
of control with
thought.
that.
Why don't you give them like fucking sharp teeth instead of human teeth? Like why do they have human teeth? Why don't you give them like fucking fangs and shit? So when they're like biting people, it actually like causes some damage. So yeah, that's it. That's the show.
That is it.
Yeah.
Was there anything at the end? No, there wasn't. Woo! We did it.
I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
You gave it a
Sorry.
7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Jane, what about you?
I give it an 8.5 actually.
Yeah, me too. My ranking was a little bit higher. I'd give it probably an 8.5 as well.
Really good.
It was very I was very pleasantly surprised with the story, with like everything. I only just thought that the only complaints I had pretty much about it was the couple of SJW moments and like just the SJW moments here and there, and the really long ass train scene at the end. That was it. That was my only two problems with the story, with the production.
That took 2 points off for you? Those two things?
Yeah, because it was a bit much. It was a bit much. And the SJW thing was like, ugh, there was just some things where it was like, this is so
I didn't
unnecessary.
even catch that. I didn't even catch that as much as like what y'all did, but
And
Then
then
how
stuff
come
if you cut it out, it would have been fine. It's like,
But why are you giving it a 7.5 then? Because you are ranking it lower than than we are.
Because I don't know why. That was just a number I thought in my head.
This dude doesn't even have a game plan here. He's just like, whatever, man.
Game
7.5.
plan? What's that? What's that?
7.5.
7.5 out of 10.
Whatever. Let me out of here. It's been fucking 3 hours. I didn't plan on this shit. What the fuck's going on? Okay, sorry.
I just came straight from work. I don't know what you want from me.
Wait, Cecil employs that freaking guy. Wait, this is spoilers now. Oh, you mean that robot guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Battle Beast is badass. I agree. That guy was pretty badass. Um, Killer Tomatoes on Prime. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you so much, Jayne and Demogeny, for hanging out with me for almost 4 hours to talk about the show. I did really enjoy it, and I'm glad that you guys were, kind enough to hang out with me and talk to me. And everybody in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Did we ever get to 75 likes?
71. Wait. Let me reset.
I think we got to like 74 at one point. No, we're at 73.
Oh,
But that's still good. That's still really good. I really appreciate everyone here just hanging out with us, giving us those thumbs up, sharing the stream. Just, come on through. And the
Thank
super
you.
chats, my goodness, thank you so much for the super chats. I'm just gonna oh my God, Dodgy App, thank you. Good morning. Good night. Whatever it is for you. I sleep at 5 a.m. too, and that's usually, yeah, I get it. Demogeny, tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me on my channel, DMAJINI, Demogeny. I do a little entertainment commentary. You can find me with 3 recorded videos a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesdays is Dark Council, Saturdays is Spellbroken Live, and Sundays is usually Keepers of the Force, and I rotate that with myself and Fatal J. This week, the Dark Council will be held on my channel, so make sure you hit that notification bell on me, and we're going to come and hang out. We got some things to talk about this Tuesday. So,
all right.
Thank you very much for having me.
Of course. Thanks for coming to hang out. I'm sorry that Keepers of the Force didn't work out tonight, but I'm also not sorry because I got to hang out with you. So that's great.
I love that. She's like, I'm also not sorry.
I'm also not sorry. It was good for me, so that's fine. I'm sorry for you, Fatal. I wish you could have joined us. That would have been fun.
That would have been
join
nice.
forces. That would have been cool. Jayne Theory, my sweet Jayne. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me here on YouTube, where I post movie and television reviews and some pop culture commentary. On Saturday mornings around 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, I host a coffee and chill stream discussing the latest topics of the week. On Sundays, you can usually find me here discussing some television show with Nina Infinity. On Mondays, I discuss Winds of Winter and A Song of Ice and Fire at 6 Central Standard Time on Sporky News Podcast. And on Thursday evenings around 8 Central Standard Time, you can usually find me with the latest of the Queen Council. And of course, on Friday nights, there's Ord Board's channel where we play games, Mario Kart or Fortnite or something. And you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Jayne Theory.
Yay! I got her Twitter and her channel in the description. Demogeny, please put your channel in the chat so people can find you. Everybody.
The Ancient One's been throwing me up. Thanks
okay,
thanks
great. Thank you, Ancient One, for all the modding you've been doing tonight. Everybody,
awesome.
Thank you so
I appreciate
much.
You.
You can find me here on this channel. Wednesdays, this Wednesday I'll be on John's channel for Infinite Talk. So join us this Wednesday for Infinite Talk. Thank you guys so much. And every Friday for Infinite Hope on my channel, it's Good News Fridays. And again, thank you everybody for joining us this evening. And we out. Bye.
Good night.
Later.
Or good morning.